Welcome to the special edition of the podcast. Today I'm joined by my co-host, Shady here, and we decided to go for a complete new brand change because we were picky, and we decided this is better, and also we wanted to avoid the lawsuit. Because as we realized, we decided to look up the podcast name on YouTube, and there's like about 3 million different options. And we decided let's go with something different and try to avoid that lawsuit. So we've gone with this.
I feel that it would be highly
I-
unlikely to get into a lawsuit from it either way.
But there's no
But
reason to take any chances.
yeah,
Even though, so hopefully now me and the boys podcast has not been taken, even though it's literally just me and a boy podcast, but that's besides the point.
that's that makes it sound way worse. It's just me and a boy.
Okay, yeah, just me and the boy.
We're now uncensored. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
whatever. We'll go for it.
You say all the fucked up jokes.
Well, we
want.
really can't. But
Really? It's my channel. Why do
actually,
you care?
yeah, that's fine. Yeah, at this point, yeah, because then I can always take over.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Well, either way, so we have some topics to go over because I decided to actually do the topics and come up with them.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get back into the docs sometime.
Yeah, I actually took over. So, I guess for announcement, I'm still living, just in case anyone cared.
I'm not. I've been dead for quite some time. This whole podcast is just Superman in a coma.
Yep.
And this it's all a figment of his imagination.
You know what? You're probably right. You are probably right, sir. But, let's go with this. If it is in my head, hopefully it works out just fine.
It's like the Alex Jones turn to frog gaze type conspiracy.
Yeah, it is. It literally is, yeah. But yeah, so I'm living. Shady's not. Maybe we should maybe talk to him about that, but he'll probably not want to talk to us.
No, I've been dead for a while. I'm trying to figure something out right now because I'm monitoring the podcast right now, and it still shows the first screen, but on my screen, I don't know. I am confusion.
Well, you can just leave it there. You don't have to show gameplay. It is technically a podcast. It's not about gameplay.
Yeah, it is, but I'm trying to make sure that like people can actually see stuff if they want to, like during this, because in YouTube I could just do a picture and then they could watch that, but
that's technically true. But
post it.
Whatever.
Fancy.
We work on that. I might as well just help talk because it makes it boring if we have like 10 minutes to wait for you to get done with that.
Hey, yeah, I didn't tell you to stop talking. You can keep going as much as you want.
At least someone wants me to keep talking.
Shut up.
Okay. I've gotten so many like weird complaints with like friends that they just say like, just please stop talking. I'm a talkative guy. I'm gonna talk if I want to. You all can just screw off, okay? Just.
I mean, it's a podcast.
Yeah, you kind of have to.
People are like, shut up!
You kind of have to talk. Yeah, and then we were talking about like how I could be better on Twitch and get more people to follow me, and they're like, you gotta have like a voice that appeals to people, and I'm like, you saying my voice doesn't appeal to people? And he's like, no.
You got two people with very weird type voices.
Exactly. I thought it would make it more interesting. I can always make it sound different if you like. Can always give that a shot.
I mean, I could make mine sound real weird, but I'm not gonna do that. Whole podcast will just be Joe
Oh
Swanson.
gosh, no. Please no. I don't want to hear that. But
I could try.
please don't.
I'm not
Thank
gonna.
you.
I wouldn't put you
Thank
through
you.
that.
I don't want to hear that ever.
Wow. Love you too.
Okay, so there is. I should also, I guess, talk about some recent news. I have decided to create a Discord server for my Twitch channel. I mean, Shady already has, but I decided to create one as well, and I'm probably going to get sued for it, but you know, that's okay. Because I
Why?
named it CVS Pharmacy.
Oh, okay. My friend was telling me about some. Well, it was some group, but they called it. It's just like a YouTuber, but he has a Discord. But he named his Discord. It was really strange. It was after a video game, I think. It was like Penguins of
Oh
Madagascar,
gosh. Yeah,
like
okay.
Discord, something like that. I don't fully remember.
I believe it's a movie, to be honest.
I know. There's a game
I guess,
too.
yeah, there would be a game. But, yeah, no, hopefully I don't, because a lot of people used to call me that before they just decided to go with Superman. They just decided to call me CVS Pharmacy. So I decided to create a whole Discord server for that, just that exact
Mhm.
reason. So, hopefully, you know, if I do, eventually I'll just rename it, but I literally have, let's look at it real quick. I have the icon, which I probably should change, but it's literally just CVS Pharmacy. There's a checkout line. There's a manager's office for Karen and employees. You have
For
for Karen,
Karen,
you know, she's always asking for the manager.
that dumb
Oh,
bitch.
okay. Okay.
No Karens are allowed to watch this
No,
podcast.
all Karens are allowed to last this podcast. We don't
No,
have a
none.
manager, so no. There's the pharmacy
Uh,
store, some stream suggestions slash ideas. I mean, I'm working on it. Just give me a little while and I'll actually make it legit and official. But that's what I'm working on right now.
yeah, you can work on whatever you want. No one's seeing that.
Exactly.
What? Am I what?
Who's offending you today? Is that Brandon?
Wait, what? What are you talking about?
I have no idea. Don't ask.
I have no comment, so I don't know what.
Okay.
I don't know what.
Okay. This is confusing me. Are you talking to someone else or are you talking to me?
I'm talking to you and only
Okay, I
you.
was just making sure you're making it. And we have no vehicle update, so we'll just continue on. Just in case that was a thing. Okay, so there are, I guess we should go into the movies, so I'll scroll down here. Up and coming movies, like you saw a trailer and you're like, yes, I have to talk about that. I know one off the top of my head right away.
Honestly, I'm not really big into movies. I can't even think of any recent ones. What is there? Rambo: Last Blood.
I guess, yeah, but that came out like some time ago.
Okay, well, that shows how much I'm into movies.
It came out like some time ago. Like,
Yeah, it's like 2001. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, it's close enough. But
Or it was like Final Blood, whatever. It was the newest
right.
one.
No, mine is that Free Guy movie. But I assume you haven't seen it, so I guess I'll talk.
No, I'm I'm confused.
Okay, so it's a Ryan Reynolds movie about being in a video game. Like he puts on glasses and it says achievement bank heist. You should just
Okay.
look up the trailer.
This sounds like a second Emoji Movie
It
type thing.
might be, but it's not. It's actually Ryan Reynolds. Like he's actually playing the guy literally named
I'm
Guy.
gonna be real. I'm pretty over him, and I've never watched a movie with him in
Wow,
it.
okay. You haven't watched Deadpool at all?
Nope.
Oh, Deadpool is a good movie.
I never watched a movie starring Ryan
Oh,
Reynolds.
that's. I don't like this podcast anymore. I'm gonna go hang out with Brandon. That's even a worse idea. Probably also doesn't like Ryan
Wow,
Reynolds.
he's gonna come here. He's gonna kick your
I don't
ass.
care. He can do whatever he wants, little bitch. Yeah, that's the only time I'm swearing.
Hey, you gotta get used
I'm
to
not
it.
doing it again. It's on you guys now.
Okay,
But
I'll leave it. I gotta carry all this weight
yeah, you do it all the time.
of swearing.
You do it all the time, so you should be fine.
Yeah, I don't swear that much.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
I I can flip it on and off way better than
You
Brandon
know that's
though.
right.
But he has been a lot better.
I agree.
Though.
I agree. He's been a lot better. All right, now when he comes in and he says, "What are you guys talking about?" We'll just say him and how terrible he is at swearing. He'll never know.
You'll never know.
He'll never know. Except for if we upload it, then he'll know. But we can just edit that out. That's.
I can edit anything out,
Exactly.
but I'll leave it in though.
Yeah, that's all right. But
That's too much work. You think I'm gonna render an hour-long
yeah,
podcast?
it's not that bad. Just edit that part out.
Oh, this kind of adds to it. Okay, the very first episode of the podcast that we did, I tried uploading it onto our. We have a YouTube channel now. Would you go check that out? I will have.
We have one subscriber, and
link.
it's me.
Yeah, well, that's illegal, boy. You can't do
That's
that.
not illegal if I
You
use
can't
my other
subscribe
account.
to it.
It's totally.
It actually
How is
is, by the way. It says that in the agreement and
Oh,
stuff.
I don't read those.
I mean, yeah, I looked into it a little.
Whatever.
Oh,
No one
well.
will know it's me.
Yeah,
I
but
mean, there's like no attachment to me.
I learned a valuable lesson.
This is.
With a podcast, don't render it in 4K.
Yes. Why would
It will take.
Why would you even do that? It's a podcast
I started uploading it
in 4K.
before I went to work. Like an hour before I went to work, I got home and it said there are 2 hours left. I was like, shit.
You're just like, oh man.
Yeah, I'm not. That was the first one we did. That was like 2 and almost.
It was almost
like,
3 hours. We
probably-
actually did about 3
yeah.
hours, which I do plan to do
Yeah,
the same.
and I rendered the entire thing in 4K. So what I think I'm gonna have to do is re-render it in just 1080p. I could do 720p, but I don't want to do
Because then
that.
no one can see what we're doing.
Yeah, I could do 360p?
360p.
Oh yeah. I saw a video in 360p the other day, and I was like, this is the worst thing I've ever
You
seen.
can watch that on a flip phone.
Yeah, I was, in matter of fact.
That's probably why it was so
I'm-
terrible.
I'm kidding. Are there any? What was the next subject?
I guess recently watched movies, but we already talked about that, and it was like 2001 for you, so.
No, it wasn't 2001.
I mean, I watched John Wick 3. It was free to rent. It was like free to watch, and I'm like, okay.
I never watched a John Wick.
I actually like it.
And I gotta sneeze.
Bless you. Bless you.
I went very far away
And I
from the
still
mic
heard
for
it,
that.
so.
I saw a thing. I assume our next thing has something to do with music,
Not
whether it
not
is
technically.
or
Not
not.
tech
But like, what is with media and picking on Ozzy Osbourne?
because he's an easy person to pick on.
Nah,
I
nah,
mean, he
fam.
really is.
Well, there was a thing a little while ago. I forget what it was about. Oh, there was a post. It was on Facebook
Of course, it was on
everywhere,
Facebook.
and
Nothing good comes from
yeah,
Facebook.
I know. I fact check everything I see on Facebook
Okay.
because I know how often this stuff is
I
wrong.
literally had a link
Um,
sent to me like by my grandparents that literally said, "Is video games ruining your child? Find out here." And I'm like, no.
yep. Right now I'm
Right
right
now we're playing video games. I'm drifting across some
video game.
ice.
No, I've been saying this thing for a while. Video games don't cause
People.
violence. Losing at video games cause
No.
violence.
People cause violence that play
Yeah.
video games,
Yeah.
okay? There's no link.
Yeah.
There's
No,
actually
no, the issue is mentally unstable
exactly, but
people
we
that just
here
happened
no, no, no.
to have owned a copy of Madagascar 2 on DVD, and they're like, "Uh-oh, they're crazy. They're killing
We
everyone."
must ban Madagascar too. I mean, it was a pretty
Mhm.
terrible movie, not gonna lie. But I still have it because I was like 6.
Okay, just a random thing. What is the most embarrassing like form of video that you have? Mine is I have a VHS tape of dinosaurs. You know, like the like big puppet
Yes.
dinosaurs. But not the mama.
Oh gosh.
I used to watch that all the time.
Oh, hold on. I gotta go through my DVDs. Hold on, give me a minute. I have a case here.
You're like you're like right now,
I
gotta
gotta do
do
it
it.
now. You asked. You put me up.
Not the mama. Hey,
Who's heck?
just you gotta do. You got a text message. Are they nudes
I hope not.
from
Probably
Brandon?
was from Brandon. He found my phone number.
Oh,
Let's see. Maybe it was just the weather.
the
Yep, it was
weather
from
app.
the weather. Weather's texting me. That's always good. Okay. I have Guardians of the Galaxy, Maze Runner,
Never saw it.
all the Star Wars movies. The Star Wars
Never
movie
saw
I
a whole
have, The
one.
Phantom Menace, is actually terrible. G.I. Joe Retaliation, Hotel Transylvania 2, Wally, San Andreas.
Wally's a damn good
Exactly.
movie.
I need to watch that again. There's some regular show. Ice Age, Dawn of the Dinosaurs, more regular show, The Last Spy Kids, The Lego Movie, Cars, Megamind, Inside Out, Despicable Me 2.
I'm so. I don't even know what to think,
I
honestly.
have all the kids' movies. Okay, I'm prepared.
You have a lot of
Hey,
kids'
I'm
movies.
preparing for parenthood when I have to watch all these movies, so I bought them in case. There's probably a chance of Meatballs, Rio.
When secretly you are the kid.
You know, secretly I
You're like,
am a
I'm gonna
kid at
be real.
heart, so maybe that counts.
There's.
Actually, no, I found it.
I think
I
I
found
brought
it.
it
Here we
up.
go. So this is a football highlight video from 2007. Nice. That's probably it. When I decided to play football. And then realized I'm terrible at it and I should go away. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I have Elf. I don't even watch that movie. I have Finding Nemo.
Elf? Did you say
Yeah.
Elf? I played the video game
Is it good?
Elf last Christmas.
Oh, sick. I have Big
Sick.
Hero 6, Cars 2, which surprisingly I still like.
Dude,
Suicide
I'm
Squad.
gonna be completely real. I want to get the PlayStation 2 Cars game because I remember playing it for like I borrowed it from a friend for like a week and I
Oh my
loved playing it.
gosh.
But I don't remember much of it. Like
This,
I don't think I did any missions. I just was like ka-chow and running around and stuff.
I have Man of Steel, Suicide Squad, Astro Boy. Do you remember?
Oh, I heard back in the movies. I heard that they were gonna do like what live action remake of the Iron
Or
Giant.
are they actually?
I heard that a little while ago, and I was like, I loved the original Iron
Well, I
Giant.
also have, this is the oldest movie I think I have. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
That's not
It's
that
from
old.
1987. That's pretty old for me. I'm gonna be completely. It's pretty old.
Some John Candy.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
It was okay. I think, I think it was okay. It was just the entire premises of the movie is just he's having a shit day. It's basically
Yeah.
the exact same thing as what was that movie with Zach Galifianakis, and I can't remember the name of the guy that plays as Iron Man.
Ron Downey Jr.
Yeah.
Or Robert Downey Jr. I think it's Robert.
What was the name of the Due Date?
Oh,
That
okay,
movie.
yeah.
It's basically the same thing as Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
I
It's
mean,
just
yeah.
one guy trying to get somewhere and another person fucks up
Yep,
everything.
that sounds about right. Yeah. I can't lie to you, that's about right. But okay, so here's some games content that I have here. Some great game content. It's best you've ever seen. It is about what happened this week. Now you won't know because you don't play this game because apparently it's too sci-fi for you, but
No, I only play good
wow,
games.
okay. I mean, Destiny is going downhill, but it used to be good. It used to be good, but so anyway, so they had an update this week. And they have an update pretty much every Tuesday. And it was supposed to be just like a quick, like it'd stop at like 8 o'clock, and it was supposed to be out, or no, it would start at 11 and it'd be done at like 12:15 or something like that. Actually, it started at 11 and finished at about 10:30 at night. And
Oh,
here,
yeah, I'm aware of that. My dad was very pissed off
yep.
about that. He's like, I can't get the game to work. I'm like, I don't know what to tell you.
So pretty much what the idea is, they went into they did the update and people started playing it, and then like complained that they lost a ton of materials, like randomly. So they shut down the servers, and it took them 5 hours to figure out. And then they kept saying, yeah, at 1 o'clock it will be open. Then at like 3 o'clock they said, nah, we're still working on it. And then about 5 o'clock they said, yeah, no, we're getting it. And then they said it should be up at 10. And I'm like, bruh. What was the point? I could have been playing any other game, but I decided to wait and watch people play Destiny.
Yeah.
Or people play Mario Kart because they couldn't play Destiny. Which actually wasn't a bad idea. I enjoyed that, but it was a fun experience. And yeah, it's just because Destiny, or people that made Destiny missed their Activision contract, and now they're messing it up so badly that Activision was like, yes, thank gosh we got out of that one. So yeah, but besides that,
I definitely want to get Need for Speed Heat.
I'm down with
I'm still in saving mode right now.
saving mode. But you literally just bought a
Yeah,
motherboard.
I need my if my computer breaks or my truck breaks, I pay to get that fixed immediately, no matter how broke I am. That's how it works. I don't know how to tell you any other way. Those are like my two main things.
That's why you get another vehicle that works. all the time.
Do you realize how expensive
And it's
it
not
is
that
to
expensive. I
get?
bought my Honda for $1,000. It still works.
Yeah, I bought mine for 1,500. I didn't know the guy was gonna sell me a lemon.
Then why don't you get lemon law?
No, he didn't sell me a lemon. I've had it for 1 year. The only thing that broke on it, the day I bought it, the wiper motor died. I was like, that's not a problem. That
That's a
doesn't bother me.
problem.
It's just a wiper
It's a
motor. It took.
problem. It's
Okay, yes, it is a problem, but it was I. From where I live, I drove 2 hours away to get it. It did good. It did very good. The radio sucked. I had to put a new radio in it.
yeah, we know you got the fancy flip up.
Oh yeah, baby. Oh, you watched that
I
video?
did. I saw.
I like it.
I don't like it anymore because you have it.
Yeah, it's cool though. You
I
have
agree,
to admit
it's cool,
that that's
but
pretty cool.
it doesn't belong in
Like a
pickup truck. I'm gonna be completely honest. It just doesn't fit the truck.
You know, you can press a button and it'll just shut the screen.
It still doesn't belong
It'll still play music.
in a pickup truck.
Listen. Yes,
No,
it does.
doesn't.
Yes,
No,
it does.
doesn't.
Dude, do you see the new Silverados? They have the exact same thing. It just doesn't flip up.
Exactly.
It's already in
It's
the dash.
fine.
Yeah. That's
fine.
the way they adapted to make a single din into a double din.
That's fine.
That stereo cost as much as my tonneau cover. Which, no matter how, this is something a big pet peeve of mine. Why do they call them tonneau covers? No matter what way I say, like tonneau, I get corrected every single time I say it.
Wait, hold on.
No matter how I say it.
How do you spell it?
I don't. Tonnaeu, I think.
Tiao? I don't know.
Like I was told my whole life it's like canoe but with a T.
Tanu?
And
Tanu?
like, why did they call that? Why don't they just call it a bed cover?
Because they want to be fancy and weird?
They call the thing that goes in the bed a bed liner. Why not call it a bed cover instead of a fucking tonneau cover?
Because they wanted to be fancy.
It's stupid. I hate it. Whoever invented it needs to die. Okay, next next subject.
Alright, Mike. Calm down now, okay?
It is so annoying.
Just a bed cover,
It really is.
Oh
okay.
gosh.
I'm joking. I'm not mad.
Are you sure?
That's just slightly frustrating. Yeah.
I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed.
But in total, since I bought the truck, the only things that broke was the wiper motor, and the water pump technically is what made the rest of the stuff break. Because the bearing in the water pump was going, and it started shaking, which made the fan clutch shake, which made the bearing in the fan clutch go out. Which, in turns, when that went out, the fan ejected itself into my radiator.
I'm sorry,
So it was like one thing led to another, and instead of just needing a water pump, I had to get a water pump, a fan clutch, a fan blade, several fan blades, and a new radiator.
Nice.
But everything runs great now. The engine in it is good. The transmission, it has overdrive. Pretty much any transmission that has overdrive is bound to die early.
It's a transmission with overdrive. What do you expect?
Yeah, like I said, any transmission with overdrive is gonna die early.
Again, what do you expect?
Hey. Shut up.
How about no?
But I will say, when I use overdrive, like when you're supposed to, it gets really good gas mileage when you're using
I'm
it.
sure it does, but it's still
Um,
terrible. Terribly
no, it's
unsafe
not.
and reliable.
It is not
It
unsafe. It
is.
has seat belts. Dude, what kind of... You're not a car person if you're worried about
Oh,
safety.
I gotta worry about safety.
Why?
Someone taught me to worry about safety, aka my mom.
Nah, I don't give a shit about
I
that.
agree.
Safety's for suckers. Hey, I've done and passed my 8-hour OSHA course. So, oh no. Unrelated to the game that I'm playing. Why? 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 I hate this fucking game. I hope you're not seeing it, because this is embarrassing. These people can fuck right off. This is the worst part of the entire game.
Don't worry, I'm having my own
Are you...
issues.
Okay. Well, the issue with ATS is that there's random traffic, like, wrecks and stuff. And it's always at an exit that you need to go on.
Exactly.
Nowhere else. I just go around every single one of them. I do not
I
care.
gotta fast travel.
Any news on any of your vehicles?
Oh.
It's nice now that there's no snow on the ground currently.
Yeah, so the Corvette gets better gas mileage.
Yeah. Oh, what is it? 4-cylinder?
It's not a 4-cylinder.
Is it a 6
It's
or an 8?
It's an 8-cylinder with superchargers on it.
And you were like, that's a big jump, by the way.
What?
From one car to like your first car to your second car is a huge jump.
I agree. It's a big jump.
You're like, you basically went from a bicycle
Pretty much, yeah, to an actual vehicle.
to yeah, that kind of jump.
I agree, it was a jump, but I was prepared for it.
Well, okay, I know my parents were like this a lot, where they like, no, don't get that. Like
my mom won't. My mom
like
won't get in the car.
My mom, like, my mom smokes.
Oh gosh.
And if she got in my truck and even thought about lighting a cigarette, I'd be like, listen here,
motherfucker.
Because, like, her other car that, when her and my stepdad split up, they had 3 vehicles.
Yes.
And I got the 3rd vehicle. Because my mom had her regular car, it was brand new, so then they went and bought a cheap car for just a work car, because where I live you have to go like 30 miles to go to work to make any kind of decent money, and she ended up moving closer to where she worked, so she didn't need that car. So I used it for a while, and I wouldn't let anyone smoke in it, even though it wasn't my car. And then, like, my mom got in the one day, and she's like, it's still my car, I'm smoking. I'm like, wow. I had it for like a year, and she's like, I had it so fucking clean. Like, I see my friends' cars and stuff, and I'm like, how are your cars just not clean ever?
Because they don't take care of it. You gotta remember.
I don't understand that. If I have like 3 pebbles on my floor, I'm like, I gotta break out the shop vac.
Can't lie, same.
And then I have friends that have like garbage bags, things of cardboard, like 6 inches of dirt and rocks on their like on their floors. It's like, Jesus, clean it.
Please clean your vehicle. Please clean your vehicle.
Like I water vacuum my seats and floor every time that I clean it.
So about every day.
I'm gonna be real. When I first got my truck, I washed it once every single week, which is very often compared to
That's nothing.
what a lot of people do. Like a lot of people are just like, it's a car.
That's a lot of people.
Whatever gets me point A to point B. Shut up. We talked about that before. I hate that.
And I also hate it.
Whatever gets me point A to point
Shut
B, I'll kill you for point A.
I'll kill you
okay?
for point A to point B. Okay, shut the hell up. Yeah, no,
It also hurts me when, like, someone, like, when you see, like, a barn find car, and it's like, how could someone, like, a while ago there was a, what was it, Plymouth Superbird in a garage for, like, 40, 50 years, and the guy's like, yeah, it's just in the garage. I'm like, why?
Bruh, I would have been driving that car for years.
What? Yeah, I would have been driving it all the time. Why would you not be driving it?
Because he doesn't want to, and he's an idiot.
Obviously. I'd rather sell it than let it rust, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'd rather sell a vehicle than just let it sit there, tires get flat, and it just sinks into the ground and turns into nothingness.
Can't last. Same. That's the problem with my Civic. It's just outside because I don't have a space for it right now.
It's also
a Civic, yeah, so it wouldn't rust anyway.
Well, I didn't mean it like that. I meant it like it's a Civic. It's not like a. It's not like a collectible car.
It's not. What?
But you know, this is something I've been thinking about for a while. A lot of the cars we have today, I think that, like, collectible cars are dead. You know what I mean? Like, no one's gonna see, like, a 2016 Malibu and be like, oh my god, I want one and I want to keep it.
It's a collectible item. No, they still make them. Well, how about I get a Chevy Cruise?
But
they made $3 billion of them.
Like no one's gonna want a Chevy Cruise in 30 years.
It's not a collectible car.
Like it's not like there's like none. And that's actually very upsetting.
You know what's also very upsetting?
What?
That I heard that one guy bought a brand new Mustang, like the new GT500 Shelby. Drove it for 200 miles, and then put it in the garage for about a couple weeks. And then he says he didn't want it anymore because he didn't drive it. That's his fault. And people are like, well, that's your fault. You didn't drive it. And he's like, it's not my fault. He's like, you put it in the garage. Who else put it in the garage for you? And he's like, it's just not my fault. He wouldn't admit that he just didn't put it in the garage and just kept it there.
Yeah. See, garage keep's a lot different to me, though, than, like, in a barn. Like, with a dirt floor. Like, if it's a concrete floor and you're not going to pile stuff on top of it.
It wasn't, by the way. This literally was the floor with, like, a cracking floor that pretty much you could take and make it into dirt. And he literally just bought this brand new $80,000 Mustang, drove it for about 200 miles, realized that, alright, it's time to put it in, and then doesn't drive it. See, that's the problem I don't like. I don't like how people take the old cars and then just don't drive it. They don't do anything with it. They just don't. Yeah. They just let it sit there and collect dust. They don't drive it because it's supposedly a collectible. And that's pretty much what the guy was going for.
I understand not driving it all the time, like winter, I would never want to drive like a very collectible car in the winter. Like every nice day though, I'd go out for a
Exactly.
drive.
Or just in the summer in general.
Yeah.
But people just don't drive. People don't drive cars anymore.
Yeah, like yeah. Like from where I live, just to go to like Walmart a half hour away, that's like a nice fun drive just to go to like some place to do something. What?
Oh, yeah.
Well, literally every
I got
store
it. I understand.
near like everything's a half hour away. But like I could go GameStop, Lowe's, blah blah blah, like all
But
that
GameStop
stuff.
broke.
That are you making
I'm
fun
making fun of you for
of
going
what
for
I
game.
find
I'm
fun?
making fun of you for going to GameStop. And I'm also kind of jealous
No,
that you
I
get to go
I'm
to a
no,
GameStop,
I'm an eBay guy.
unlike me who don't have a GameStop that's opened.
Oh, yeah,
Because they're
I
all broke.
yeah. A while ago, my dad used to watch these videos, like YouTube videos, of people dumpster diving behind GameStop and
That's not a
stuff.
bad idea.
I've never wanted to do that so much in my life until I saw that. I
That's
was
not a
like,
bad idea.
they throw out like NES games and
Yeah.
stuff. Like I'm like, what? I would
Time
go
to go to
there.
GameStop,
I
boys. I'll
yeah,
go find my
okay.
nearest open
But
GameStop and go find.
give me an address and we can go hopping GameStop to GameStop, dumpster diving, and seeing what they have.
Imagine just IRL streaming dumpster diving at GameStop.
I would. I bought that GoPro for a reason. Which now that my truck's running, I can do another one of them. Was that, be completely honest, was that even slightly
I liked
interesting?
it. I mean, I wish you would put the camera closer to like the windscreen so
I did notice that. I was thinking I could mount it
like
on the actual front window facing out.
that's what I think because then you like it's a driving vlog. You want to see your driving. You don't want to see the back of someone's head
Yeah,
while they're
yeah.
driving it. And also, I can see the road
I'll
very
do that next
closely
time.
because it was so far back. Like you
Yeah.
got those problems, but once you like fix
I
those,
try not to dox myself. Well, that was the first. That was basically a
I
test
know,
one.
I understand.
Anyway, I'm also the next one. I already have plans. I'm gonna buy a lapel mic, so I can just clip it on my shirt, so the mic's gonna be a lot closer
Oh,
to
that would be
me,
nice. I need one. I just have
so
that
it'll
for my
be
Twitch
clearer.
streams.
Honestly, that wouldn't be terrible for Twitch,
Exactly. I don't know.
but like
I don't know why more
I
people
don't know.
don't have it.
I like this. I like the studio mics a lot.
I literally just have a Turtle Beach mic, and that's all I got.
Yeah, I need to get a new headset badly.
I think the new headset
I
I'd be
pull
going for is getting one of those mics that you can put on a mic stand, like a Blue Yeti type of thing, and then going
Yeah,
for
that's
like
what
a
I have. That's a studio mic.
and then going for like a you know, I don't know what you would call it, but a
Boom
not
arm.
a boom arm, but oh yeah, the HyperX gaming just wired headset. It's just a headset, so no microphone, and that would be so much easier.
Okay. Yeah, I do on my PC and my like I basically have two areas where I'll sit to play games. It's either PC or console, and all my consoles are in the same spot. So what I do, like I have two boom arms with microphones set up at each spot, and all I have to do is unplug one, plug the other in, and I'm good. But it's nice to be able to, like, the mics are like relatively cheap.
Sometimes the relative.
That I got. Yeah, sometimes. I want to get some type of Shure studio mic, but they're so expensive. Sponsor me, please. Please. I'm begging. I love Shure. So, like, I have basically everything I own is either Shure or Realistic. which Realistic is dead. It's Radio Shack brand.
Yes. No, you gotta keep that. That's vintage now.
Oh, I am trying to collect more Realistic stuff.
So you can.
Which I'm not going to even say what it is because it might hype up the market for it.
Like anyone watching us knows what a
Because
Radio Shack is.
yeah.
Like really, he looks
No, Realistic. I got a TR-801 cassette
nice.
deck, or not reel to reel. Not reel to reel, 8-track.
Oh gosh,
I'm stupid.
that's even.
Oh, I got everything, my dude. I'll have to send you pictures after the podcast.
Can I have a laser disc?
Boy, well, you like music, or you like movies, so yeah, get a laser disc. I don't give a shit.
Because, like,
they don't do, as far as I know, they don't do music specifically for laser discs.
I know they don't. I was just like laser disc. No, we were.
Yeah.
I was going over like games that I played as like a kid, like a long time ago. Not like the games like on like a PS2 or something. I'm talking about
like kid.
I'm talking about Atari. I was talking about Pong. You ever play Pong?
I've played it. Not a big fan, but I'm spoiled by all the newer games.
So yeah,
which is probably why.
Know what Pong?
Yeah.
What the true Pong experience is.
Are you talking about like the console Pong or playing a Pong simulator on Atari?
Playing the Pong console.
The original Pong console, that's the only game you can play.
Yes.
That sucks ass so much.
That's why Atari
really
failed,
does.
but I really liked the game.
Atari didn't fail.
It failed.
Atari did really good. Pong failed. That thing sucks.
It failed though. Where's Atari now? If it was working so well, why isn't it still?
It was like the best thing at the time.
It just died because Nintendo decided, you know what, let's just mess up everyone's day.
Honestly, Nintendo is like the biggest asshole company out there.
Exactly.
Because like you can't even like stream their stuff or record it, and they're like copyright.
No. Do you want to? I was reading something, and this is truly like stupid. But this guy's son died, and he wanted to put Spider-Man on like the grave of the child, and Disney would not allow him because it's Spider-Man and it's Marvel. Yeah. I mean, how? This guy just wanted to.
I'd do it anyway.
Yeah, pretty much. What are they gonna take down the grave? Like. Well.
Yeah, my mom was gonna get a picture of Elvis on my Gram's headstone, but that just took too long. They didn't ask permission though. Like, the people that were gonna do it didn't ask for any permission or anything. Like, they didn't say we needed permission for it.
It's Elvis's head. Who owns Elvis's head?
Everyone.
I guess, yeah.
Who owns Spider-Man?
Disney.
Disney,
obviously.
What if it was just Spider-Man's head?
Disney.
Just a fiber of his suit.
Disney. He owns everything related to anything. Okay. It's just like Volkswagen. Disney, or Volkswagen is the Disney of cars. Okay? They own almost anything.
A lot of people like think this is funny, and I really don't know why. Two of my dream car, three. Let's make it three. Yeah. Three of my dream cars are Volkswagens. I love the Samba bus. Okay, yeah. That's one of the. That's understandable. That, yeah. Like, as a person who likes cars.
I'll respect that.
But a lot of people are like, why would you want a Beetle? Now, I don't want one of these gay ass new Beetles. Not to offend anyone, but
yeah, the new Beetles
like
are
terrible. Any Beetle past a Super Beetle is like a teenage girl's car. I'm talking about like the old 1966 Beetles with like the eyelashes over them on the headlights. Those are the ones I like. I think even the Super Beetles suck ass.
I really don't like this.
Like,
However, I agree
like,
with this. I agree with that one.
like the Super Beetle, like they're like, yeah, let's put a plastic bumper on it. No, before that, keep going back.
Keep going back. Just go back.
Pretty
Back,
much
back,
any
back.
Beetle that has a steel bumper is a good Beetle. The rest of them suck.
I can't
But
mind.
I would love like the '86 Golf GTIs also.
Okay, yeah.
They're such good hatchbacks, and I badly want
They're
one.
not that expensive.
I
mean,
know.
they're good.
They're rare-ish, but they're not expensive. Like they're not like abundant. Like they're not everywhere.
I know they're not everywhere,
thing-
but they're definitely not
They're-
expensive by any means.
Yeah, they were basically the '80s version of a Cavalier.
I would say, yeah.
Probably more in the UK. I would assume, and Germany.
Obviously, but I mean, if we want to go for dream cars, you're probably not gonna like my dream cars, but that's okay.
I wouldn't fully say that those three are my dream cars. My top of the list two most wanted vehicles is 427 AC Cobra or a 1970 or 71 Dodge Challenger RT.
Okay. I see you like the old. Okay, old's quite good. However, I'm a little bit, actually quite a bit older. A little bit, just a little bit older.
You're gonna make me smack you. Wait, you like even older cars?
Bit, yeah.
Okay. What, like what's the one? Bugatti 57 SC Atlantic? Like that?
Like I can afford that.
That's cheap. It just came out right in the middle of the Depression.
Yeah, and now it's like
and failed
$10
miserably.
billion.
Like, yeah, that car did so bad at the time because they're like, yeah, we just made a supercar. The economy's fucked. Damn it. Damn.
No, I'm talking about, I want an original Model T. Like the one you have to crank up to start. I don't know why.
I'd be on the fence. I think it'd be cool to have one, but they're also supposed to be very difficult to drive. Not only like, oh, you could break your arm starting it in the morning.
Yeah.
But like the additional part of, honestly, you know, it would not be a bad idea that I just thought of. Why do they not have like starting cranks that ratchet? You know, that way if it does start up, it can't kick back and do anything.
I don't know why they didn't come up with that. Gonna be. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like the only issue is if it spins the other direction, and it can't. If it's ratcheting, and it's set for one direction, then you don't have to care. Okay. What color would you get though?
What color of a Model T I'd get?
They're like black.
Yeah, that's all it came in.
Black.
Anyway. It's black.
Black.
Black. That's all it came in.
I don't know why I even asked that because I heard that several times.
It only comes in black, so blue.
Yeah. Oh, this one thing, I don't know if you saw it. What was it? Harley and the Davidsons.
Oh, gosh.
Did you ever
I
watch
did
that?
watch it. I watched
I
a
loved
little bit of it.
That was a very good TV show. Like, I like those TV shows where it runs just long enough to get the story
Right,
completed.
but it doesn't run so long that it makes it so
Yeah.
and so drawn out that it just more.
Like that, and I think I recommended it to you before, 11/22/63. It was like Stephen King's like own version of the Kennedy
Oh,
assassination.
yeah.
It is so good. It's one of my all-time favorite movies.
That's an expensive
And
Benz.
what, the very first Mercedes-Benz?
It's a 1939 Mercedes-Benz W154. In this game, it costs 10 million credits. I have a 905,000 credits.
Oh, something else that bugs me about cars is I hate when people always say, like, you know how, like, Ford was the first person to start an assembly line for
Right.
vehicles. People seem to always
Say that
confuse that with him being the one who invented the car, which he wasn't, by a long shot.
who invented the first.
Like, they were making cars in the 1800s.
Who invented?
The late
Hold on.
1800s.
Who invented the first internal combustion engine car?
The earliest that I know of, I didn't look too much into it, but Mercedes-Benz was like the first vehicle. Yep. It didn't look like a car. It was basically a, what do they call them? Basically like those little like horse-drawn carriage type things, except it was 3 wheels and the front wheel powered the whole thing. Like, it didn't look like a car yet, but it had an engine that was gas powered.
Yep, that's fair. That's true. And I did a presentation once about it, and I literally asked, who was the first person to invent the car? And I think I got
Like Henry
got
Ford.
Henry Ford, and I'm like, you Americans are stupid.
Wait, whoa, you're American too, you fire. You're not American?
I just don't sound American. That's all.
Wait, where were you? Were you born in the States or somewhere else?
I was born in Welsh. In Wales.
Really?
Yeah.
You fucking commie bastard.
Nah.
I legit, I assumed.
I'm not a communist.
You just...
I'm
joking. I don't even know if the Welsh are communist or not. I just wanted to say
English.
That. Hey. You fucking English
there
bastard.
Yes, and then I moved over very quickly, so technically I am a U.S. citizen. I was just born there very early in my life to pretty much say, technically I was born in Americas because that's the farthest I remember. I was just told that I was born in Wales.
Here you're undocumented.
Pretty much it.
I said undocumented. You fucking alien.
I technically was. But now...
What?
I technically was at the time.
I'm sending
FBI.
I'm sending ICE after you.
They can't arrest me. I have a U.S. citizenship.
I'm kidding.
They can't.
I'm kidding.
I have the U.S. citizenship.
The coronavirus. I want to talk about this for a second. I first saw it on Facebook.
Of course you did.
And as the fact checker that I am, I looked into it.
Okay.
I saw a post that said that they have confirmed what the virus was caused from.
What was it from? I never actually decided to look.
Well, I asked a couple friends today, I'm like, you know where the coronavirus is from? Or what it's from? And they're like, China. I'm like, no, you fuckers. I didn't mean that.
China.
Apparently they tracked it back to an animal.
Oh, yes. What animal?
So someone was... Apparently no one learned the lesson from Ebola. Let's eat fucking monkey brains and see what happens. Guess what they were eating this time?
Let's think.
I'll give you a hint. It flies.
I don't know.
Bats. someone
I,
they were eating bats.
all right, I heard about this, and I made a joke, and you'll probably hate me for it, but I don't really care.
Okay.
Ozzy Osbourne did first.
Yeah, but he's strong and didn't get coronavirus.
That's actually true, technically.
He probably also didn't swallow the bat head he ripped off, which I personally I don't believe that he actually did bite a bat head off.
It's been reported,
even
yes,
though,
but...
Okay, well, I'd never looked into it to try to find pictures or anything, but I assume he didn't swallow
He did not, but...
whatever he bit off. See, he's smart. He was like, I'm not getting coronavirus.
I mean, yeah, they
like,
pretty much...
I understand Asian culture's so foreign to us and weird, but I feel like whoever was eating bats, it was a new thing, because this disease probably would have existed a lot longer than now. You know what I mean? Like, if they were like, I don't know when they started eating bats, but I only assume that it was last 5 years, maybe? Maybe less, probably less.
Actually...
But it's like, who starts eating bats? I think that's worth a Google. Why don't you do that?
Why are you telling me to do it? You're the one that...
I'm on my computer
so
right
am
now.
I.
I'm doing important stuff, delivering goods.
I'm doing important stuff by painting my McLaren 570S pink.
Okay, that's fair. That is completely fair. I'm sorry that I yelled at you.
I'll look it up. Okay.
Like, I'm genuinely curious. Like,
I'll give it a small look up.
I would just Google like bats in Asian culture.
I'm gonna look up exactly what you said. So
because wouldn't you assume that it's a more recent thing that they started eating? You know what I mean? Because if they were eating bats like a couple hundred years ago, don't you think that the coronavirus would have been a thing then? Corona.
I don't know how to explain this.
What's it? They're like, you never eat a bat. It's
considered a delicacy.
Oh, it's real. It's a real delicacy now. No one's eating it.
But I'm talking about pretty much what it is they've...
Oh, okay. I just did a quick Google just about coronavirus. It says it is a group of viruses that cause diseases in mammals and birds.
Huh? Well, no, here's the thing, though. They've been eating bats for about 400 years. It just now has been considered that now there's a virus that bats have been getting in birds.
Yeah.
That they've just seen. But technically, bats are banned in China. That is considered as a law that bats are banned in China. However, people are still eating it in bat soup.
Oh, fuck off. Oh, I think I saw that.
They're sold in markets, by the way, so when I go to China, I want to get a bat. And then...
Oh my god. I remember watching, what is it? Not Man vs. Food.
Bizarre Foods?
The bald guy. Bizarre Foods. I saw him eat bat soup before.
Yes, perfect.
And he never got coronavirus.
Yeah, because I told
The
you it
thing we
just
learned
became a
here
thing.
is, yeah,
So
yeah. So something got transmitted to the bats, and then people were like, "This is some damn good bat. I think I'm getting a cold."
someone someone screwed a bat.
What? Oh, that reminds me of a joke that I love to say a
Uh-oh.
lot. Did you know that if pigeons have sex, they die? At least the one I fucked did.
Oh, well, that's the end of the podcast.
Now that's the beginning, boy.
Yeah, we just make that the beginning. So this has actually been the beginning of the podcast. Okay, it's time to start off our new segment that I like to call Fun Facts That Actually Are Never Facts. They're
Okay.
facts, but I don't think anyone wanted to know said fact. So did you know that praying mantises have sex, and then the female cuts off the male's head after having sex?
Yeah, and then
Did you
eats
also
them.
know banana slugs eat themselves?
Whoa, whoa, whoa! What the fuck's a banana slug?
It's a slug that has the same
You
color.
can't come running out of the door or running out of the gate saying about banana slugs when I don't even know what the fuck. That is actually just the funniest animal name that I've heard in a while. I'm gonna actually use that as an insult. You fucking banana slug.
Fucking bananas.
Listen here, you banana slug.
Imagine.
That basically sounds like you're calling a girl a slut.
Come here, banana slug. This has gone place. So glad this isn't on my channel. This would not.
But you know what I mean? That
I
sounds
mean, I guess, yeah.
like demeaning, like term towards a woman. Come here, banana
That's actually, I
slug.
wanted to talk about this. Since this is an uncensored podcast and we can talk about anything we want and it doesn't care, I wanted to talk about something that really is starting to piss me off.
What?
Feminists.
Okay, I can input on this, but it's probably a stance that a lot of people have.
Well, I'm sure it is, but I can definitely say this, okay?
Do yours
Okay.
first. I'm sure the chat's gonna light me up.
I'm sure the chat's gonna light
I'm
me up.
kidding.
There's probably a feminist in this chat. If you are a feminist, please go seek help. Truly. First of all, do you know how they bring up the
The
wage
what?
gap?
Yeah.
I like how you said
I-
what because it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist anymore, okay? Men and
Well-
women get paid the same thing. The only reason why men get paid more than women is because they have higher paying jobs. But women can get the same exact job, they just don't try to. Like women can go into science and
that's
technology, they just don't choose to.
there was
It's not like that science and technology is
a
a thing.
podcast with I hope I get his name right. What, Jordan
I have no
Peterson?
idea.
I think is the guy's name. If not, I feel like an idiot. But he was saying on a lot of the documentation, like the research they've done on the wage gap, a big portion of it is that generally women don't ask for raises as much as men would,
That's true. The other
which is part of it. Like they're like, hey,
also
give me a raise.
apparently, by the way, AC like air conditioners are sexist.
Oh yeah, that fucking video.
Okay. Also, do you know how I don't I just don't care. Maybe some people do. You know how like men like sit with like a V shape with their legs? Apparently women are really
Yeah, man
apparently
spreading.
women are very upset about this.
Yeah,
And
the women
although
that are, I will say this right now, the women that are upset about it are fucking stupid because they don't have dick and balls hanging between their
that,
legs.
and also what they don't realize is you take up the exact same amount of space with your freaking shopping bags, okay? And your purses, okay?
Yeah.
So don't talk that we take up space. We just take up space because we have a dick and balls, and when we sit on them, it hurts like a train.
Yeah. It is very
It's very
uncomfortable.
uncomfortable for us.
I can only sit with my leg crossed for like about a couple seconds.
That's fine.
And I'm like, oh. But as far as the feminist part of it goes, I'm like pro equal, like men and women
They are
equal,
equal. I don't
but
understand.
a lot of the feminists are trying to get more. You know what I mean? Like they're trying to get like above
Right.
equal,
They say that men and women are not
which
equal. They are equal. But they're now trying to make women more equal than men, which means that they're just not going for their statement at all. It means that they're just
yeah.
going for inequality.
I mean,
There's,
I'm not a woman, so I don't know all of like what would be
I
different.
don't know what would be different either. I can't really tell you.
Um, other than period and stuff. I do hear a lot of women complain about, um, like as far as health insurance goes, about like, what is it, tampons not being on insurance or covered by insurance or something like
Okay.
that. And I'm like, okay, well, that's.
I mean, I understand
I
it's a
mean,
normal bodily
I mean,
function, but
neither is toilet paper or
yeah, we
tissues.
we all need that, okay? There's just one singular problem I don't like. And I just don't like this. I don't like how people say that being a woman costs more than being a man. Okay? It's the one thing that I don't like.
No, that with a lot of things, the women make it
Right,
cost
exactly.
more themselves. They're like, shit, $200 lipstick, I'll get
Yeah,
that.
we don't have to buy lipstick. We do have to buy chapstick, and eventually, because that's just how it works.
Uh, excuse
We
me,
don't have to. I just do because it's annoying
I
as hell.
don't. Fucking mo.
Okay.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I I use it at the point where they crack and it starts
I
bleeding.
use it at the
That's
point
when
where
I'll
I
use
just can't
chapstick.
speak because my lips are so dry. That's where I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
it's time to.
Well,
Time to
also
go.
the state we're in is also, um, the humidity will just pull shit right from
Exactly.
you.
Where we live, humidity god awful.
A lot of people don't understand that. They're like, I have a friend in Florida, and he's like, "Oh, it's always so nice." He's like, It's a little humid." I'm like,
You don't
"Bitch."
know humidity. You do not know. You will never know humidity until you come home.
The only place that I can imagine has worse humidity is like Louisiana.
Yeah, you're probably right, but still. Here's
That's all I could
here's
imagine that would be
here's what
worse.
I don't know. Like they say women's haircuts cost more expensive. Yeah, because you decide you want to get all these fancy stuff.
Yeah,
You can literally cheap out and get a $20 haircut.
I got a haircut today. You know how much it cost me? Fucking nothing.
Cost me $15 and I leave always a
I was like,
tip. So it's $20 for a haircut.
this is what I did. This is what I do. It's like, hey, Dad, I need a haircut. Okay.
Here's money, son. You sound like a 5-year-old. Like here's money, son, to get
What do you
yourself a
mean?
haircut. Drive you there.
No, my dad cut my
Oh,
hair. He didn't give me money to get my hair cut. He
oh,
cut it.
that's kind of weird. Not gonna lie.
Take that. Why is that
Usually
weird?
moms do that. I'm gonna be completely honest.
Ooh. Hey, my hair looks good. Blow me.
I said tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, that's your new thing. Deflecting it. You bitch.
I mean, Brandon does it to me every Thursday.
Really? He's giving them out, but
And he gives
wow.
them out. You just gotta ask.
Okay. I'll ask. People are gonna think we're so serious
We're
about
completely
that.
It's a joke we've decided to come.
Hey, bros help bros
Exactly.
out.
I just got this really pointy thing, and he's like, "Yeah, man, I got you."
Okay, please stop there.
Okay,
Please stop
hold
there.
on. There's
I have some boundaries, but when you say it that way, that's pretty weird.
I know. I'm gonna say this, and I don't know if Brendan told you this or he's talked to you this week. We've got a problem.
What?
He wants
What?
to
What I
move,
do? Oh yeah, you
and he
told me
wants to
about it.
move to Pennsylvania.
California, or he wants to move. You just
That's
doxed
why I
us.
said we got a problem.
Well, on here, um, what is it? On my podcast, I've already. This was basically a thing for you. You didn't want to say
I
where we
don't care
live.
anymore.
I've already told people on like my regular streams
No.
and stuff what state. I don't have a problem with the state. I have a problem with
I
like
live at
what
1-800 Butthead Street on uh Lane Drive.
when I won't go down to county or like stuff like that. That's too much. Because there are crazy people out there who'd be like, yeah. My biggest fear, honestly, is what do you call it? Getting swatted. I'm like, why? Like people die during that stuff.
My friend got swatted once, and he
But
didn't
was
even
it
list
like
out where.
streaming?
Like, yeah, he was just like, he wasn't streaming at the time because he just ended his stream, and he literally, and I quote, never put out where he lived. So someone literally took the time to track his IP address.
Yeah, I was gonna say IP.
And
That's why you use a VPN.
I have 7 different IP addresses, all linked to a different place in the world. No one will ever find me.
Do you? I'm doing so much illegal stuff right now in this game.
Yeah, I'm drifting on ice that are thinner than my tires. Yeah, but I'm still fine. No, I'm right now. There's the. No, it's. I think there's more illegal things happening right around me than I'm actually doing. So,
What do you mean?
I live. How do I put this lightly? A drug-infested county,
Oh, okay.
and I'm going to
Okay,
be.
I know exactly
I'm
where you
gonna be
live.
probably. I'm gonna be completely honest. Every night I hear at least fireworks because it's illegal now.
Okay, I know you don't live here, but you're basically one of two places: Williamsport or not State College, Jersey Shore. One of those two places.
Actually, no, there's a different place. There's a third place.
Oh my god.
This one's, I think, even
that's
worse.
something else I gotta bring up. Do you go on Craigslist a lot?
Sometimes, but
Okay, finish your story and then I'll explain what pisses me off.
but I'm saying I can't really tell if it's fireworks or actual gunshots. Every night I go to bed and I hear bang, bang, bang. I can't decide if it's fireworks or gunshots. I think it's a bit
just
of
that
both.
house from it's just that house from what was that movie? The guy that shot his wife and kids. Amityville
Oh
Horror.
gosh, I hope not.
Isn't that house in
I
Pennsylvania?
have no idea, but it probably
I think it is.
probably is.
My game's froze. Okay, now it's good.
So, what's
Okay, the Craigslist thing that pisses me off. You dumb people
calling out everyone here?
that are putting on the Williamsport
Oh
Craigslist.
gosh, look up.
If you are putting stuff on there from New Jersey, Jersey Shore, you're a fucking idiot. Like, you know what I mean? I look at cars and I go under Jersey Shore and they post them from New Jersey, Jersey Shore, not Pennsylvania, Jersey Shore. That is the most frustrating thing ever.
That sounds like a first problem. I'm not.
You know what I mean? It's really annoying, though.
I can definitely.
Have you ever gone on Craigslist, clicked on, like, you search Jersey Shore, and then it's just cars from New Jersey?
Yeah, did you also look up how expensive they're selling those cars from Jersey?
Yeah, they're usually
Like,
a lot.
bro. Stupid expensive.
I get a lot of Florida ones,
Yeah.
too, and I'm like, those are expensive.
I literally saw
And they're
a
usually
Honda
a lot
Civic
nicer.
from 2000 Ferrari for $137,000. I'm like,
Yeah.
bruh, what is in that Honda? It better be like a Ferrari
Probably
12
drugs.
or something from like a 250 GTO or something like that. It delivers about 200 horse.
Oh, that's another vehicle I love, the GTO Judge.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, I fucking love those. 442 Oldsmobile, like that type of muscle I
What if
really
I told
love.
you in Forza Horizon have the GTO Judge for like 69 grand?
Wait. You're playing Forza Horizon on PC,
Correct.
right? Why do I not just get it on PC?
Here's the reason.
Me and
Here's
Brandon have been talking about getting them on. Brandon's been talking about buying an Xbox
Don't do
One
that.
to
Here's the
get
reason
Forza
why. Because if you
Horizon.
get it on PC, you get Xbox Live Gold for free. You get Xbox Live for free. You don't have to pay like $100 to play online.
Huh?
So that's why I was like, wow, I can play online. I didn't have to buy an Xbox Gold. And then I found out when you're on PC, you don't have to pay for it because you're on a PC.
Yeah, that's why
So I
have
really do
been getting
like
more
if between Need for
PC
Speed
games.
Heat and Forza, it's a really close race
Okay,
between them.
to be fully fair, PC basically you do have to spend like $60 a year. At least I do for internet protection. Um, which basically is the same thing that's happening on consoles, except not
It's
exactly.
not exactly the same.
It's
That's kind of, but not really.
it's exactly the same except completely
Mine's
different.
free.
Your internet
Yeah,
security.
mine's free. Comes with the internet.
Oh, really?
I just had to pay like a
Mine,
hundred dollars to upgrade to it, but that was just because I needed better internet in the first place. So I just upgraded
yeah,
and it came with.
I got my internet protection from a guy named Kevin. He called my house and he's like, "Hey, uh, my name is Kevin. Um, we've detected fraudulent activity on your PC," and I was like, "Yeah, that sounds cool. Definitely doesn't sound like a scam." And then I was like, "Yeah, I'll buy internet protection."
I'm
I'm
gonna.
kidding.
I was about
I
to
have
say.
Norton.
I was so I was gonna talk
He,
about something, and I think everyone who's listening, if anyone's listening, should know about this. I'm gonna be completely honest. If you have a grandparent that's
oh
using
yeah, they'll fall
that's
for it.
using a computer or laptop and they don't know how to use it, please teach them all the etiquettes on computer and internet use. Okay? I'm gonna say this once and I'm just gonna say it now. My grand my grand my grandparents are literally not tech savvy. They're the opposite. My grandfather owns a flip phone still. And my grandmother is trying to get into computers. So she just got a computer, and a pop-up screen came up, and it told her to call this number to get it fixed. And here's what she did. She gave off her credit card information on the phone. You never do this ever in a million years.
The key thing to know is literally um like cuz even IRS type stuff is in the same thing, the same category. If the IRS is after you, they will send something in the mail. They will never
Right.
ever call your house. I know this because I do what are they called? 1011
Mhm.
forms as an independent contractor, so I have to pay my taxes at the end of the year um, in one big chunk. And I was a little bit late last year. I got an IRS thing in the mail. They were like, "Hey, you have this much that you have to pay a penalty
You gonna
for it."
you gonna
And I was
pay
like,
your
"Okay."
taxes, my guy?
My taxes don't get taken out per paycheck.
Oh, I mean,
They
yeah,
get I have to pay the full
I
lump
also
at the
have
end
to
of the year.
calculate it, but it's not that bad. I'm talking about like she just didn't realize like if pop-up randomly comes up. First of all, that's a terrible idea. If anything tells you to
Yeah,
call this number, when it comes up on a
Yeah.
pop-up screen on your computer. Never do that. That's the first thing. Second thing is never give your credit card information unless you initiated the call and it's someone that you absolutely know and trust, aka your bank. And then don't even try. Like, just go to the bank and give them your credit card information, like face to face,
To be honest, I don't know why a bank would need your credit card information.
because it's assigned to your, well, I guess it would be a debit card technically.
Usually it would be an account number.
Usually, but also you would use your debit card, but
I'm not a sucker, so I don't have a credit card. I just have a
I
debit card.
also have a debit
Um,
card. I don't use a credit.
I'd like to get one just to build up credit, but other
I
than
don't want to
that,
use
no.
it because then I'm gonna eventually just spend. Yeah, my credit
Buy
score is gonna
a
be
whole car.
absolutely terrible. So
I mean, not if you pay it right
that's true.
away.
That's technically true. But either way, that's the first thing. Another thing is, how about don't go to risky websites? Because she goes to websites that like anyone gets into, like anyone can access. So
Yeah.
that's another thing. Just never do that. But don't go to risky websites and don't give your credit card information.
Well, that's the thing I really like about Norton is they have this like verify check
Mhm.
thing where
Norton
it
VPN. I'm
showed.
sponsored.
But like, do you actually use
I do.
NordVPN? Oh, I don't.
It's very useful. I got
I
$100 a
do.
year.
I use Norton. Um, and they put like a little green check mark next to the safe sites.
Oh, that's nice.
So if you type in, I don't know, for example, like I've gone like tompetty.com. Like if you want to go to his merch store and stuff, it'll have a green check mark, and the ones that aren't the legit ones won't. So you'll know immediately which ones are the safe ones. And I feel like that should be a thing on everything.
Here's mine always gives me that tells me, and then I just write it down to whatever I visited at the time that it tells me of the alert, and then I just stay away from that website. But it doesn't do anything
Yeah,
because, first of all, I don't put anything on my computer that anyone could track. Literally, if you hacked into the computer, you wouldn't find anything. There's nothing related to me that you would be able to get a hold of
yeah,
besides I think my email, which isn't associated to anything. So
yeah. I try to make
I have my own
I
thing
try to get
that
my
I
stuff
keep track
secure.
of. So
Also, I'm gonna be like fully real about this. Also, you're an idiot if you watch porn on a computer. I'm gonna say that right off the bat. Get yourself a phone.
what? I want that big screen. I want that 1080p.
I can say this and be 100% real about it. I have never looked at it on a computer.
Agreed.
That way I can lie to people in their
Yeah.
faces. You know, people are like, you watch porn, and I'll just be like, I've never watched porn on my computer ever.
Yeah, they'll go into your computer. Oh yeah, he's right.
He's right. Yeah, because that's stupid. It really is, because you can get so many bad viruses.
Can't download porn.
No, I just did the wrong job. I'm dumb. It's okay.
Oh, boo hoo. Time to get.
Yeah. Any other topics?
Well, that topic actually went on for quite a while. I just have random questions about stuff as one of a topic. Like, just if you can come up with a random question, shoot.
Oh, I was thinking of a really good one today too. I was talking to my boss about the Dark Side of the Moon album.
Are we talking about which Dark Side of the Moon album? There's like
Isn't there only one? A Pink Floyd
Oh,
Dark
okay.
Side of the
Just to
Moon.
make sure, because there's another
Okay.
album called The Dark Side of the Moon. It's not very well known, but I know it, and
Okay.
it's
Well, the Pink
okay.
Floyd one.
Okay, yes.
Anywho, Pink Floyd's one of those bands that I would like to get into,
But you never can.
but I I can't. I really can't. And I was recently, like over Christmas, I was given a Pink Floyd Dark Side of the Moon album,
That probably was me.
and I was
I'm not
like,
gonna.
that was
That would be
nice.
the only thing I'd probably be done. I'd actually get you
But
the.
I just, I just, I, I like, I like Money.
Okay, that's fair.
That I've liked that before I listened to the album, but I do not care for, like, I like songs. I don't like whatever the rest of that was on the album.
Let's look what's actually
I was telling my boss about it because her and like her whole family are like diehard Pink Floyd
Bro, can you
fans,
give me your
and I'm
boss's
like,
number? Because I need to talk.
I could not. And she literally told me, she's like, I was like, I just can't get into it, and she's like, yeah, that's because you don't smoke, and I was like, oh my god.
I mean, she's not wrong.
Yeah, she's like,
Okay, so you don't like Speak to Me,
she,
Breathe, On the Run, Time's okay. The Great Gig in the Sky, okay, that's fair as well. Money's a good one.
I
Brain in the Jug,
like songs. I like songs. I don't like instrumentals that are made for you to sit there and hallucinate.
Okay,
stuff
so you won't
or
like
think
One of
about
These
stuff.
Days. Good to know.
Like I like Money. Comfortably Numb I like, but I can only listen to it like once a year because it is so repetitive and slow that
Okay, I'm
it
going to
annoys
tell
me
you one of
actually.
these days. I'm going to tell you all the lyrics. One of these days, I'm going to cut you into little pieces. 12 lyrics.
Oh, I've
12
heard this.
songs.
I've heard
12
this.
words. And that's it.
Oh, what was the one? There was was it Seamus the dog?
What?
Was that the shit? Um, on one, I think it was Seamus the dog. It was something the dog. It was on the Metal album. Meddle, not metal.
Oh.
Something the dog. It was right after Saint-Tropez. Because that's what my friend wanted
Is
me
it
to
still a
play
Pink
at
Floyd
his
song?
wedding. Yeah.
It's called Dogs, Animals, 1997. Or
Are you
1977.
sure
It's
about
just
that?
dogs.
Look up the Metal album.
Okay, can you spell that again?
Meddle.
Ddle.
Yeah. It should be the song right after Saint-Tropez. It's the name of
Oh,
the
it's
dog,
just
and then it
Seamus.
says the dog.
Seamus. It's not Seamus the dog.
Seamus the dog. I thought that song is so. I
Oh
hate
yeah, I
that
guess
so
it is
much.
Seamus the dog. I
I hate it. I hate it. It is the worst song I've ever
I
heard.
was in the kitchen. Seamus, that's the dog, was
Listen
outside.
to it. Listen to it because the whole song the dog's barking.
Okay, hold on. I gotta get past the Expedia app. Okay.
It's
Hold
the
on, let me
worst
listen
ever.
to this. I've not actually, for being a Pink Floyd fan, I've never heard this song.
Yeah, Saint-Tropez, I believe that's the song right before that.
Oh, this is already terrible. There's harmonica in it.
Oh!
What is this song?
I was like, what in the world is this?
Alright, I'm not listening. Oh, because they have literally a dog strapped down and is being petted
Yeah.
with a microphone on it in the music video. Yeah.
What are you doing? You motherfucker!
You motherfucking.
Well, everyone that's watching this, some asshole thought it would be a good idea to change lanes, and this is why people die. And my truck's on its side right now. Some dumb fucking bitch. Anywho, on. Okay, what is F7? I need a tow truck.
There's a, what did I win it? So, you're not into Pink Floyd. You're not into it
I
as much. I agree. Here's what my dad said. He hated a lot of the Pink Floyd songs because he believed that pretty much everyone that listened to it were on weed.
Yeah,
He,
that's me.
he
That's how
he's
I
not
feel.
wrong. The songs are good, but I like them because it's a story. I don't I don't listen to them
I
because of
it
the
has to also sound
I mean, yeah,
good.
it sounds a
Like
lot of their songs actually sounds good. I think that's one of the few things.
yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Songs. I don't like the melodies and shit. Like just instrumental stuff that
So you won't
is
like
like that.
Moments
That's
in
also
Love.
why I also don't like Jimi
Oh, I
Hendrix.
hate Jimi Hendrix.
Like he's a. I feel now if there's any Jimi Hendrix fans, they're probably gonna be pissed.
Any Jimi Hendrix fan would have heard and been like, "Fuck you,
Yeah.
fucking bitch." Jimi Hendrix is the best fucking singer in the world. I'm like, no, he's not.
No, he's not. He fucking sucks. Okay, I'll give him this. He's a better singer than he was a guitar player.
Actually,
His
I
guitar
want I want
playing,
I want you to look up
it
Lil Wayne's guitar
infuriates me.
solo.
Hey. His only song that I've ever liked, Bob Dylan wrote. All Along the Watchtower. That is the only song of his that I liked. I don't like Purple Haze. It's all that like stoner music stuff again. But the problem with it that I have is that most of his guitar playing is just random noise. Like it's so unbelievably random that it's like this isn't a song. He's just strumming, doing a different note every time. It sounds like he doesn't do the same note twice in a song.
Just listen to that and you'll like Jimi Hendrix. Trust me.
Brandon, what do you mean nobody told you? He's in the chat right now.
Oh, nice. Brandon,
Is it
bitch.
no one told you that we were streaming? Because I thought
I
someone
thought
did.
someone did too, to be honest. I told you it was that day.
Oh, okay. So we both we laid it off on each other, I guess.
What?
I assumed that you messaged
I told
him.
him that we're doing it Thursday at 8. I told him this. He just has such a terrible hearing that he can't listen to anything but himself.
Yeah, Brandon.
Fucking cunt.
Oh yeah. Brandon's just gonna fucking. He's gonna cry.
Go ahead, strike me down.
He's gonna beat you up.
Okay, I can't go that far.
I'm trying to think. What that we got into Pink Floyd. I was told that I'd probably like The Wall.
I like The Wall. Here's the thing, though. There's a song in it. I'm not going to alert you as a kind of person, okay? There's a song in it, and if you're, which you're not, that I know of, but anyone who listens to it will be offended if you like homosexuals, and that's about it.
Wait, I'll be offended if I like them?
You will be offended if you like them, yes. Because they make fun of them and
I'm
like
lost.
1 to 2 lines. They also
I'm
call
very
people
confused.
coons, so I mean it is an offensive, but remember this is in the like 80s, so that was okay.
My opinions differ.
I know you're.
I do not condone what Superman
What do you
just
mean?
said.
You condone it just fine. Stop lying to yourself.
Over there saying I do not condone.
I mean, I don't care. I'm just saying for people
I don't
who
know the
do,
song you're talking about.
The song In the Flesh is okay for anyone that gets offended easily by that kind of stuff. The In the Flesh
they a bitch.
is
It's
not
music.
for you.
Who cares?
People get offended by music. Trust me.
I would only Karens.
Karens get offended when I ask for the manager. When they ask for the manager and they don't get the manager because they're stupid, dumb idiots that don't understand.
Because I am the manager.
Yeah, I am the motherfucking manager.
um, like the only Pink Floyd albums I'll probably buy from now on is ones that I know have songs on it that I already like. Which would the only other one would be The
The
Wall.
Wall, I like The Wall and Dark Side of the Moon. Those are my favorite. Which, by the way, I
Those are
plan to
the only.
go. There's a Roger Waters concert coming to where I
Yeah,
live.
I only listen to good music.
You wait,
Um,
you
I only listen to good music, so I'm not going to be
so
there.
you're not gonna go to Roger Waters. Do you know who he
I
is?
don't even. I know he's in the band Pink
Yes,
Floyd,
he's
but
the
I
damn,
do
he's
not
the
care
lead singer,
anything
and he also
about him.
comes up with the lyrics, which is why I like it because it's his story.
Yeah, but also half of the band members died from overdosing on drugs.
Every single band member in any band overdosed from drugs. Okay,
No,
or died because of it, or
no,
died because of a heart attack because of
no,
it.
no.
Yes, or just died in general.
Bachman Turner Overdrive, try me, bitch.
Okay, Michael Jackson,
They had,
drugs.
they had,
Prince,
they had, they
drugs.
had. Yeah, but who gives a shit about Michael Jackson? He sucks.
Yeah,
You're about to say
I was about
something.
to say I only like.
But like Bachman Turner Overdrive, when Randy Bachman was in the Guess Who, Burton Cummings was doing drugs a lot, and
Kurt Cobain,
I don't
drugs.
know, wife,
Yeah, wife. Yeah, that too. That
wife.
too.
How, but like with BTO, when he started up that band after, being in the Guess Who, he pretty much had a strict thing. He was like, "We're here to make music. We're not here to party
Time to party.
and do drugs and stuff." And they, through their whole career, they didn't do drugs.
Yeah, but when you don't make that, people do drugs. I mean, it's what do you expect? Rich people die because they want to try. They're the ones that can afford the good stuff, not
Yeah,
the
but they're
cheap
stupid
crap.
because of it.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest, a lot of rich people are dumb. And they also think they're better than us. Which I really can't speak.
Brandon's saying he got in
Wait,
trouble.
what? Brendan got in trouble?
Yeah, he said he got in trouble.
That's nothing new.
He's he's gonna overhype us. I
Come on,
know.
Brandon, what did you get in trouble for? Get in trouble for kicking your little brother or kicking Christian?
No,
Because you
no.
didn't.
Hitting his sister with a vase. I'm kidding. What was it?
I spent.
Shit.
By
This
the way,
girl
do
is on
not take
fire.
drag tires on ice. It's a bad idea.
Why would
But
you
I
do
thought
that?
it was the best way to complete this drift trial. Which actually it was. I got like
Um.
1,000 points more than I would have. Here's the thing. I like this game
Trying to
because you can do engine swaps, but you can also do engine swaps in Need for Speed Heat.
Need for Speed
So
Heat.
whatever game
Yeah.
you would like, I have both. So I'm down to play either.
Okay. Well, if I get Need for Speed Heat, it's gonna be on console.
Right, I know. I have it on PS4.
Okay. Okay, good. I'm getting it on Xbox original.
Okay, buddy. Get the original Xbox then.
just for spite. I don't even own an original Xbox
I
yet.
used to.
I don't know if I want
You
to.
do not want to. I'm gonna be completely honest. That's probably a mistake.
Um.
So what's next? So, did you listen to the Lil Wayne's guitar solo?
No.
Just listen to it. It's the definition of you can play guitar better than this.
What's that supposed to mean?
This guy, Lil Wayne
You've
should not be
you've never heard me play.
Lil Wayne should not have a guitar. He's like, oh wait, hold on. Here's the comic. Hold on. The first comment is he looks like a black Jimi Hendrix.
Sorry to inform you, but Jimi Hendrix is black.
I know, that's what makes it funny.
I mean, I don't see color.
Colorblind?
Yeah. When it comes to race.
You're right. I try to be as well,
Now
but
that's fucked.
I definitely try to be here.
It depends. I'll be fully real.
Wait, where's that guy that gives you
It
the N-word
depends if
pass? I want to meet him.
it depends if I'm mad at a person. If I'm mad at a person,
Hold
I
on,
will say
Brandon
racial slurs.
sent me something.
I'm sure there's
Hold
a
on,
lot
what
of
is
other
the
people
MIA?
like that too. Missing in action.
He says I'm going to MIA for a couple of months. Does that mean
Michigan.
Brandon, what does MIA mean?
Is it like a
I think so.
penitentiary?
Is it because that guy like said he?
It,
No, it's a rapper. Hold on, let me look. MIA meeting, short for missing in action. A member of the armed force who is missing in action. That's what it is. No. MIA is a wonderful girl. Okay, thank you.
MIA. Michigan Institute.
Michigan Institute for Assisted.
It's definitely got to be Michigan Institute of something.
Okay, I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't know what it means. I probably should know what it means, but I don't. So...
Wait. I played Heat last night and I love it. Brandon, what does MIA mean in the sense that you are saying it?
Just put it in the Discord so I can tell everyone about it.
Or even in the Twitch chat.
Yeah, just tell him. He might be able to read.
He says he got caught up in something that he didn't start.
Well, that's always good, Brendan. I'm super glad that you're getting into fights that you didn't belong in.
It's okay to get into a fight if you weren't the instigator or didn't start
it. But why are you going to...
You better... That gives you an excuse to beat the shit out of the other person without getting in trouble.
Yeah, I didn't start it, motherfucker.
Oh, we got 3 viewers. Welcome to the stream,
Welcome
people.
to the people stream. I want to keep that in there. I'm not...
I'll just do that. Okay, you say it again without me talking and without you typing.
Okay. Welcome to the stream, people. No, that's not it. Welcome to the people stream.
People stream.
Welcome to the people stream.
Okay, that way I have isolated vocals
so you can keep
or audio of you. I can just keep that part.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine. I'll just... Welcome to the people stream.
Should be Twitch donation.
I'm gonna just...
like a new follower. Welcome to the people stream.
I could do that.
That's literally what the podcast
you
description.
Think I might honestly just make a Discord or a Twitch specifically.
That's not a bad idea. Hold on, he sent me something.
And then
missing in action.
We can do like a joint...
Going to the armed forces, Brendan.
I think he just means not online.
Are you going to move to California and become an idiot and get shot?
In other news, what was I gonna say? Regarding, I know you're not gonna really care about this, but San Andreas stories. It's not completely over.
It's over.
It's basically our fallback if we can't get into another good server. But right now, the server we joined, I'm not gonna say what server or anything like that. I don't want to I don't know their situation, so I'm not going to down them or anything. But the one that we just joined, they're really backed up. They have 1,000+ people waiting to be trained. They have 1,000 people waiting to be trained, and I'm like, you need to step up your game a little
bit. You think?
They closed civilian training, and I'm like, why would you close civilian training? Don't interview more people to come into your server. Don't pass them in interviews if you can't even train the people you already have.
Oh, yes.
You know what I mean?
That's very good, Brandon. It's very good. I'm
Wh-
super happy for you, and I wish you the best of luck. And no, I'm not gonna pay
That's
for your bail.
extremely. That's extremely sarcastic. Did he say he's going to jail?
From what I just read, yes, I assume he's going to jail.
Who'd he beat up this
He
time?
he says, "Well, I broke 5 guys' jaws with brass knuckles."
I'm gonna call bullshit
I'm
on
gonna
that
call
right
that.
away.
I'm gonna call BS on that one, Chief. Wait, this is in the middle of. I was about to say what?
You weren't gonna say anything until I did, were you?
What?
That I called
I mean, I'm
bullshit
gonna
on him.
always call bullshit on him, so it's just an assumption now.
Broke 5 guys' jaws yesterday. Brandon,
Can you stop breaking people's
I'm
jaws, please, mate?
I'm a good boy, and brass knuckles are illegal in
Yes,
Pennsylvania.
they are.
So,
I'm sure they're.
but I don't know about
Let's
Michigan.
look. Hold on, let
But
me.
I'm gonna be.
Okay, Google.
Okay, there's like a
Brass
festival that
knuckles illegal in Michigan.
whether it's legal or not doesn't really matter. Did you ever bick someone? Or do you know what bicking is?
No. They are
This is
illegal.
some. Okay.
And if you're
You
caught
don't?
with them, it's 5 years of prison and $25,000 in fines.
Oh well.
Goodbye, Brendan. It's been nice.
I might not explain what I was just going to. Anywho, there's a festival near me that happens like once a year, and they have belts, like belt buckles that are brass knuckles. If you buy one of them, you can just grind the nub off of it, and boom, you got a set of brass knuckles.
Nice.
However, I don't have a pair.
And I
A
highly
person.
recommend don't buy them. I'm not condoning violence. Even though this is
Yes.
an uncensored,
But
family-friendly stream, I'm not condoning violence here.
I'm gonna give you guys some street stuff. Don't worry about getting busted with brass knuckles. There's this thing that's called bicking, which I asked you if you knew what it was, but
I
you didn't. I
I
don't
don't
think I got an
no,
answer.
I don't heard.
Okay, bicking is like a street thing where you put a bic lighter. It doesn't have to be a bic. You put it in your fist. That way, when you punch, your knuckles don't move back at all. So you get a nice solid hit when you're hitting
Can I do that
someone.
in boxing or
But
is that illegal in boxing?
I'm not saying to do that, but it's an
It's an
option.
option.
I
It's an
don't
option.
I don't want to get in trouble for passing that information on.
It's an option, mate. It's an option. So yeah, so there goes Brandon for being in the podcast.
Breaking
Breaking
jaws.
jaws, man. I like breaking jaws as well. I break jaws and jaws.
Breaking jaws. That's the alternate version of that's the where Jaws meets Breaking Bad. That's pretty good. Pretty
I
good
don't know
show.
what boned out either,
They're
man.
just selling. They're selling meth off of a boat. It's pretty cool.
They're selling meth to sharks. We need to patent that and
Just
make that
dub
a movie.
over it. If I will just dub over it, like a fucking just a shark gnawing at the boat. Give me crack.
Give me them crack.
I don't know why. I don't know why a meth head shark would be asking for crack.
Because it's drugs.
Because it's meth.
I'll lose this
Anywho,
head-to-head because this course sucks.
you followed Breaking
Correct.
Bad, right? Did you watch El Camino
Yes.
yet? Okay, I wasn't sure if we talked about it last time.
I don't think we did, but yes.
I think we did. Actually.
I really don't think we did.
It's you don't have to watch it. Like I'm not talking to you. I'm just talking like viewers. You don't really have to watch it. Basically, it's closure, and that's it. I got excited because Walt was still in it, but it was basically flashbacks
That's about it.
that he was in. And I was like, that sucks. But, yeah, there's that. Superman, are you watching the stream?
No.
Oh, okay, good.
Of course I am.
Wait, Brandon. Okay, Brandon, that is not going to hold up in court.
did you
I'm going
just
to tell
say?
you
What did
right
you just
now.
say?
Basically, he was like, they weren't brass knuckles, they were gold.
That doesn't mean anything. Gold knuckles are actually way more expensive. By the way, brass looks like gold, okay?
Wait. Well, 5 years, here I come.
And I'm not paying $25,000 in fines for. Okay, that's on your own, Chief. Which means I'm no longer friends with you. So I'm not friends with criminals. I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't. Although, why am I friends with Brandon? He's already won. You know what?
Why are you friends with me?
You're not a criminal, to my knowledge.
Wait, I do that with a roll of quarters in my. So he does bicking, but with quarters.
Cheap ass.
No, then I'd be cheap. I'd be cheap because I'm using a Bic lighter instead of a roll of quarters. Roll of quarters, like what? 10 duck? 10 ducks. $10.
It's not $10. That's a big roll.
Are you sure about
That's
that?
40 quarters.
40. A roll of pennies is 50 penny. No, wait. Wait. How much is a roll of pennies?
Okay, a dollar.
It's 50 cents,
A dollar
right?
in pennies is 100 pennies per dollar.
No shit, but I don't remember if a roll of pennies is 50 cents or a dollar.
I don't know.
I think they're 50
don't have
cents.
pennies.
I think they're 50 cents.
Nah, I wouldn't.
Actually, I think I have some.
You're wrong, Brendan. I wouldn't.
Wait. Yeah, a roll of quarters is $10, bitch.
That means it's 40 quarters. What the hell? I don't know. I'm too rich to. I don't have.
Listen here, McLaren boy.
Yeah, I own a Corvette. I drive it in the winter. I think that's explaining anything.
Yeah, I drive a 1989 Chevy S10 Tahoe. Fight me.
Tahoe cover.
Tahoe cover. That's what I'm gonna call it.
It's a Tahoe cover.
And
I literally looked it up.
No one can.
People said it is. It's a Tahoe cover. So whoever is saying you're wrong is an idiot. Well, everyone who says you're wrong is pretty much an idiot. So.
Because I'm always right.
Or no, not that.
Or not. Honestly, I like the podcast a lot more like that, like just chilling, and I like the coming up with things like top of our head.
I think
it is nice to have like a tiny bit of a subject,
and then just kind of go back and kind of go off that. I think it.
Yeah. Oh, that bitch ain't going to jail. You lie. You a liar.
What is he saying?
He said he's messing with us. I would miss him.
I wouldn't miss him.
I missed him with every shot so far. That is a what the fuck? That's a Married with Children thing. Did you ever watch that?
I think I have actually.
I love that show. Honey, did you miss me with every bullet so far? Oh, I shot a gun for the first time a couple days ago. Or yesterday. Yeah. You'd think from Pennsylvania I would have shot a gun a lot earlier.
Actually, no, because Pennsylvania laws are shit. So.
Yeah, but you'd think I would have shot one way earlier
Oh.
than 21 years. Like, there's a lot of people in Pennsylvania that are like, hey, our son is 6, shoot a gun. We're going to give him a 20-aught 6.
Bruh.
Have at it.
I missed life, apparently.
Yeah, you live in a different part. That's why.
Probably I live in a different part of the
You,
different part of the world.
yeah. Damn city slicker.
Technically, I live in the country.
I live in the woods.
I live better than you.
No, I like the.
I would also like the
I don't know.
wood.
I like not being near everyone.
I agree. I would also enjoy that quite a bit. I think there's.
But like most of my growing up was like four-wheelers and lawnmowers.
Mine was not. Most of my growing up was me being an idiot and me being an idiot.
Yeah.
Oh yes, Camaro Super Sport Coupe.
But the first vehicle I know we started talking about this a while ago, but like I assumed that your mom and dad were like, don't get a Corvette. Because the first vehicle I was looking at was a Camaro, and they're like, you can't drive that in the winter.
My dad will prove you
I'll,
wrong. He lived in Traverse City and got a Camaro V6 because that's all he could afford, and he put weights on the back of his like the trunk of his car.
Yeah,
to make sure he gets
that's
back.
what I have to do with my truck.
And he did it, and he did fine. So Camaro's completely fine.
Yeah, like my mom kept saying that, and I was like, well, first of all, it's my money,
and I need it now.
No, like you can't tell someone else what vehicle to get with their money.
Yeah, you can. It's their.
I mean, you can, but they ain't gonna fucking listen. But I'm like, I'm getting what I want with my money. Uh-oh. My truck's dead. Oh, we're good. Did you die? I think you did.
My dad just asked me the weirdest question.
Was he like, are you masturbating?
No, that's normal. And he wouldn't know.
Okay, you were when you walked in. Or when he
No,
walked
he
in.
literally asked me, do you have any African American friends? And I said, one. And he's like, oh, okay.
Why?
And he's like, just wondering.
He's like, I want to pin a crime. He's like, I got to pin a crime on someone.
He's like, just wondering. I'm like,
Holy
what do you...
fuck.
Excuse me? What are you wondering about?
You have any black friends?
Yeah.
I do, and he offered me the N-word pass.
Well,
so what?
He did not offer me the N-word pass because I should probably ask. Maybe.
See, you don't have close.
I just want to say
friends.
he has the whitest black name physically known to man. It's Nathan.
That's like half black.
No, it's not.
I feel like this is so
it
racist.
Probably, you know,
I'd be like,
African American.
I'd be like Jamal, Tyrone, Tyrese, Tyree. I know a Tyree.
I know a Tyrese. So.
Yeah. Those are the only ones I can think of. I will say this: black girls have some really fucking weird names, like LaQuisha.
They just do that for fun.
Yeah.
Do that for fun.
They just break out in a Ouija board. That's how they get.
Okay.
Oh
okay.
My god, I'm going to hell. Real
Same,
fast.
brother.
We having a baby. Break out the Ouija board. LaShonda? Yeah, that works.
Lawanda. I think Lawanda. Lawanda is definitely one.
Oh my god. Someone's gonna dig this up in 5 years and use it against me somehow.
Oh well.
But guess what? Try me, bitch.
Blow me.
If you're fully open, I feel like people don't care as much.
I don't really mind.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you're, like...
Only thing I don't like is when people use...
jokes, which is the problem.
The thing I don't like is when people use the N-word consistently. Like, they use it for no reason.
Yeah.
They just say it because they can say it.
Listen here. I scared you, didn't I?
Listen here.
Like,
Listen here, Nigel.
I don't know. But like I started saying about it earlier. Like, if I'm mad, that's like the only time that I'll bring out racial stuff.
Listen here, cracker.
Like you fucking cracker. Like, I'm trying to
I
think
now
of
know
like
why.
a good example.
The fuck?
I'm trying to think like a good example of like what I mean. Like,
I don't like when I get angry. I don't like
how like
anything stupid and like really stupid that would like someone would dig up and say this man's a bitch. I
well,
mean,
first of all, comedy, like iDubbbz said, in the words of eDubbbz, either you can use every word or you can't use any word.
exactly. I don't think. Here's the only problem. The reason why the N word has become so thing is just that people associated with what people used to say it as. But if we didn't associate
Yeah.
it as a bad thing, I'm sure everyone would be using it.
What was it? Like, for me, I will use like I'll use the N word as a stress reliever. You know what I mean? Like, if you do something and you're like, "Fuck," like
Nigel.
if I hit my hit my thumb with a hammer or something, I'm gonna yell.
I just yell random
But
F1 names.
but it's because of
It's my relaxation.
it's because of the value of that word. You know what I mean? Like, there's so much meaning of it that when you say it, when you're pissed, it actually feels like you took some stress away. Which is why I can understand why PewDiePie did it when he was on the bridge in PUBG. Just saying. I can see his side of it.
I mean, I can too. It's something that I'm sure everyone has done at one point. It's just something we don't like to admit.
And
Like I did it, I'm gonna be honest, I did it once just because I was singing onto a song that was really good, and I completely forgot I was with people on the microphone, so I just said it randomly, and people were like, "What the?"
was it that the wait, my crew is big and it keeps getting bigger.
Jesus.
That one? How did they get away with that, by the
Because it's
way?
about Christians music.
Everyone thinks that's
It is,
funny.
it's funny. I mean,
literally everyone across the board.
because he didn't say the ER.
They're like, cause they're, yeah. Oh yeah, he didn't.
Because he did the A, that's fine. ER is where it's.
My crew is big and it keeps getting bigger.
Because Jesus Christ is my
Nigel
Mansell. See, that's what I do.
I will not
F1
start using the N-word until I get the N-word pass from Optane.
No.
That is my promise, because I'd like to do a face cam type thing, and I've said about it before, but I don't know if I said about it on a podcast. Optane said if I give him my address, he will send me a signed paper that is like,
you'll hang it up in the back of your wall, yeah.
That
Then you'll
yes,
have a
I will
face
hang it up on my wall, and I will have a thing that says I have the N-word pass. Just in case, you gotta plan for the future, you know?
Sure.
Whoever's watching the stream, comment questions, please.
Zoom.
Not you, Brandon, because you already know us.
Yeah, Brandon, you mother.
I'm Brandon. He's like, I'll see you two in hell.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. Well, at least
That's
we'll all
fair,
be
yeah.
together.
We'll all be together doing a podcast in hell. My truck keeps dying. I'm trying to think. I don't think this was my turn, was it? Oh, it was. Hmm. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, dead air. Was there anything else to talk about? Because we are well over 2 hours at this point. Um, very, very slow ending. I think give me 1 second. I gotta deliver this thing. Um, I really can't think. Oh, okay. I know what we have to do yet. Okay. We have to do our, YouTuber of the week and our song of the week for you guys to check out, if you haven't already. I think what I'm going to start doing is in our YouTube channel description, I will link a YouTube video to each song and each YouTube creator that we mention that you guys should check out. For YouTuber of the week, I don't remember who I said last week. I think I said either the Guess and Eddie podcast or Gus Johnson himself. I don't remember. If not, check them out. What?
Oh man, I was coming up with
What was
questions.
the
How dare you
one?
end it?
Oh, you were coming up, dude. We're like two and a
I
half
don't care. We
hours,
said
and
3. You even agreed on.
oh, I didn't know you said 3. Are you fucking with me? Are you good? I didn't know where you went or what you did. Are you okay, or are you mentally ill right now?
I just saw something really funny.
What was that?
So, my parents won't let my cat into their room at night because the dog doesn't sleep. So because of that,
Okay.
they tried to get into their room with closing the door before before the cat comes in, and I saw the cat run as fast as he possibly could into their into their.
So did you actually want to do more
Yeah, I
questions,
had more
or
questions. But
okay, we can do
you were
questions.
just ending, and I'm like, no, no, no.
Well, I couldn't hear you, and I
I was
was like,
talking to
I
my
didn't know how
dad, and
long
I
we were
didn't want
going.
anyone to hear the
Okay.
conversations because they're quite weird. I'm not gonna lie. Like you know how you were talking about your like you have a brotherly like relationship with your father? That's kind of what I a
Yeah.
little bit. I'm
That's why we cut each other's hair.
I do not do that. I'm not gonna be completely. But I mean, we're like getting to that point where we're like talking like brothers. We're not talking like father and son.
Like, hey man, getting puss last night? Like that type of
No,
thing?
not that. But we're getting there. I can tell you that we're getting there. But it's not that close. But I'm talking. I mean, it's like it's kind of like that a little bit.
What the hell? I don't know if I ever mentioned this on the podcast. Me and my dad do this thing. Um, we basically constantly make fun of each other.
That's what we do.
But we'll like make up stories about each other. Like, this, I don't know how to really explain this. trying to think. Going for 3 hours. I'm gonna open up the Google Docs quick. I want to see if there is anything on here. Shit, boy.
So,
Vehicles, upcoming movies, recently watched.
having a great conversation.
Okay.
And the conversation was, I couldn't hear exactly what you were saying. So I'm gonna.
I kind of stopped. Like, we have this weird game where we'll do like insults, but we say it under our breath
Fuck.
to see if the other person hears it. And I'm not homophobic or anything, but I find gay as being funny.
Transphobe.
I know someone's going to have an issue with that, but we'll basically do this thing. Like, I'll walk downstairs, my dad will be watching TV, I'll walk by and I'll go, queer. Like, I'll say it real quick, not too loud, but loud enough that it's, like, the same volume as the TV. And then God, like, I'll walk downstairs and like sometimes he'll go, I smell something gay. I'm like, wow, okay, I see how it's gonna be.
I smell something.
It's just basically most of our stuff is a combination of our own messed up humor with a lot of Seinfeld stuff. Which is a weird way of putting it. But like it's such a fun game to play. Queer? Huh? What'd you say, queer? Like, it's constant. First thing in the morning.
Queer. What do you want for breakfast, queer?
I mean, like, you also add it to the end of stuff just like that to see if they catch it.
I mean, that's not a bad thing. We don't do that, but we constantly, like, he constantly makes fun of me, and I constantly, like, just... We listen to this guy named Mark Madden. I don't know if you ever heard of him. But he's, like, bullying, like...
No.
He's bullying, like, people... He's bullying his, like, people that were, like, calling in. And he says his dad was an asshole. Like, just like mine. And he's, like, really mad. And I'm like, yeah.
We also do this thing. It's still the same, like the borderline. It's some reason most of our stuff is calling each other gay.
This sounds like a sounds like a third grade insult.
Yeah, it's funny though. That's why we do that. But we'll make up like movie titles. Like there's one that my dad likes using all the time. I'll give an example of one of his and an example of one of mine. He'll be like, "Hi, I'm Mitchell. You might have heard of me from the hit porno Stretched Beyond Thunderdome." And then I'll fire one back and I'll be like, "Oh, hi, I'm Joe. You might remember me from the hit porno All Inside the Family."
Hold on. I have an idea.
like we'll change like one word from another movie title and just make it sound way worse.
Hold on, I have an idea. Hold on. Give me a minute.
What, are you trying to look up one or come up with one? Watch, me and you are going to start this now. Square. What the hell else? You know what I just noticed? Oh, no, never mind. I didn't notice that. Dude, this screen is gonna drive me crazy. What you looking
Hold
at?
on, give me a minute.
Pornhub VR update.
Update 6.3-2 alpha.
I have no idea what updates out.
Getting out of bed is enough of a workout.
Yeah.
Yeah. All of the above. What do you dream about when you sleep? I often dream that I'm drowning.
I almost never dream.
Fighting or running away from
I
war?
will. Okay, the last dream that I remember having was my stepdad was an asshole. I never liked him from the beginning. But there was a story that my mom told me about where she got a new car and she came to the house trying to pick up some more of her stuff after she moved out. And my stepdad took a big clump of mud and he threw it at her windshield of her brand new car.
Yes,
and smeared
I found it.
and smeared it in.
I found it.
She's
Okay.
like he smeared mud all over her windshield, and I had a dream about that. Except he did it with my truck, and in my dream, I thought so logically in my dream that like the back bumper of my truck is slightly bent. And I imagined he threw the mud at my windshield and started smearing it in. And I imagined that I just put my truck in reverse and floored it in reverse and just hit his vehicle with it. Like, I thought all about that in a dream. Like, even about the bent bumper and stuff. I'm like, yeah, I would use an already hurt part of my vehicle to break someone else's. Makes a lot of sense. That's weird, though, to think that way in a dream.
Oh, okay.
Next
Hey,
question.
at least.
Or answer your part of the
Okay,
question.
so I was going to... that. Okay. I agree, we should start doing that. Queer.
Okay, faggot.
Okay. Actually, I don't have a great comeback for that. I'm gonna be...
If I wanted some comeback, I'd wipe it off your chin.
That's
Bitch.
what your mom said to me last night.
Whoa. Wait a damn minute. Why is it still on your chin? Don't think into it too
I'm
much.
thinking about it now.
You regret saying it now, don't you?
I can come up with a great comeback. It's hers, not mine. Did you know she's actually been using some perfume lately? It smells really nice. I don't know if she's told you or not.
You smell different when you're awake.
Smell different when you're not dead.
Yeah, I've been dead this whole podcast, remember? I already know what I'm gonna name this episode. The Mitchell's Dead podcast.
I already know what to name this episode.
You don't even have the video, boy.
Dick and Cunthead podcast.
Well, the first episode that I recorded, I was gonna name it Cars and Computers.
That's not a good idea now. It's just two idiots being a dickhead. I think that's the greatest title of the time. Because that's pretty much what we are. We're two pretty... I mean, I would consider myself smart, I guess. Not really.
I'm a smart ass.
Yeah? I can see that.
I wouldn't say I'm, like, smart at everything. I know a little about a lot. And some things I know... Some things I know a lot about,
Name
though.
pi to 1,000 places.
3.1452926.
You already failed at 6.
I know.
And also, I'm really sad that you didn't get that joke or reference.
What about pi? Life of Pi sucked.
I agree.
Go on.
That's not what I was going for here. I know pi to 1,000 places, and I still wear braces. It's White and Nerdy by Weird Al.
Oh.
He's like on my Segway.
That's a good segue. Try to catch me white and dirty.
I'm white and
Next question.
Okay. I mean, these are random questions that everyone asks, but I feel like if you had to become a stripper, be your stripper name.
If? Yeah, that'd be weird.
Wait, no. What is your stripper name? So I know how much to pay you.
If I had to have a stripper name, there was this app that would give you your stripper name, and my friend got Boss Milker, which was funny because he had man boobs, and we used to call him Milk Sacks before that. And when we lost it when the app said Boss Milker, because we, like, prior to hearing that, we called him Milk Sacks. Like, that is some funny stuff.
Why is this 570 so good at drag racing and ice? What is in this car? Wiped the cup.
I really don't know. I don't know. I
already know mine. Harry Glittersniggle.
I'd go with Barry Tight instead of Barry White.
Very white. Yes, that should. That's how you describe me.
No, I didn't even say that. You twisted my words around, boy.
Very white.
I said Barry Tight.
Very tight.
No, Barry
that's
with
what
a B.
Said. Very tight.
Yeah, that's what I call it. Instead of the singer, Barry White.
Should call the white Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah.
But no, this was a random question I just came up. That's what I was.
Okay. Next question.
Next question. I gotta think. I only came up with a couple.
I'm already destroying this truck. Oh, I saw on the list though, if you want to do that now, the advice for buying cars online.
Yeah, I forgot about. Okay, and I'll explain where I came up. My friends looked at a used car for sale, and I said, okay, what are you looking for? And he says, I'm a cheap car, $2,000, and I'm like, okay, list that out. And he's like, all they're coming up with PT Cruisers, and I'm like, God no, please come up with something else. So the first thing, really, my pretty much best advice is look for a car that has a lot of pictures listed under the pricing. If the guy or gal does not include very many pictures, do not go with the car, because they're not going to take a picture of a massive dent.
Yeah, one thing, if it looks fake, take the picture and drop it into Google Images to back search it.
Yep,
you know what I mean? I've done that before, and I found some that matched, and I was like, nope. Like, there were just pictures that they got from another site. I also check the location of where the vehicle's at, like the exact address. And there's some that I've seen where it's like the end of a one-way road, like a dead-end road, listed as the address. I'm like, no. I highly doubt that that's actually where the vehicle's at. Like,
here's another thing.
Like, I use Craigslist.
I don't use Craigslist.
What do you
I
use?
use, what is it called? Car Gurus? But I
Oh.
also don't buy used cars. I buy brand new cars for the most part.
Yeah, 'cause you're a rich boy.
Well, I don't like to brag, but I did buy a new vet recently.
You're just trying to get some puss.
I already have, men.
Cats don't count.
I have a cat too, but I'm not talking about that.
True.
I did not have sex with my cat. I did not
Oh
come.
my god, the Shane Dawson thing.
I just had to repeat it because
Yes, I had to say Shane Dawson thing, otherwise people are gonna think you fucked your
exactly.
cat. Anywho,
But now everyone's gonna think I did because he did definitely, and that's what he came up with. Fence. However, I did not. He's fine.
okay.
But I'm talking about like I guess I never said it, but I did actually say it. Just no one listens to me, so I'm not gonna.
Okay, get past that. Go back to the vehicle thing.
Okay.
Are you strictly talking about just looking at them online? Because I have some advice also for looking at them in
I also
person.
have some advice looking on person as well. But I'm talking about online first, because you go to online, you go check it out, and then you ask for a test drive.
Yeah.
I
I
always,
always ask for additional pictures
I
too,
always do
to
that.
make
Yeah,
sure.
even if they've included like 20 pictures, I do ask for other pictures that like wasn't
Yeah.
displayed. And here's what I also ask. I also ask for a picture of the speedometer. And here's the
Okay.
reason why. Is because people can list on how many miles each car has, but I want an actual picture that tells me what the speedometer tells me, not what they told me. Because someone could say it
Yeah.
had 5,000 miles. You go to test drive and it says 162,000. It's not going to work
Mm-hmm.
that way. So I always ask for that. There's a couple other things I do, but it's more strictly just me based, so I'm not going to say it's advice. But for online, first of all, when you get there, you check out the car, but you also, this is just me because I'm just a car person, this is how I do, I always check the underside. Because the underside is where most of the
Yeah.
rust is, if it has any, or any of the other problems that people don't describe. They don't just say, okay, the control of link A in the passenger right rear is broken. No one's going to say that. They're not going to say that. So you look for that. If everything's good, okay, then you take it for a test drive. If it takes about 10 seconds to start, something's wrong. I've noticed that too. A lot of
Yeah.
cars take a long time
Well,
to start. I don't like them, and they usually don't.
just a starter or ignition usually.
Usually, but it's not that hard to. But they usually
Um.
say, no, no, that's how it starts.
Yeah. They're like, it starts like that sometimes.
But also, I
Um.
guess I forgot to say, and it's more just personally me based, but I do recommend it. Research the car you're looking at, okay? So let's say you're looking at a 1999 Toyota Camry XLE. You look up what it says underneath, and then you look up what it actually is going to be worth at that price range. So then you know how much to say, hey, this is what the internet told me, this is how much it is. I'm going to pay a little bit less because it's used. So let's say it had heated seats, which I don't think in that model. You know, I could heated seats, navigation, cruise control, power steering, power brakes, stuff like that. And he's listing all that, but he doesn't list or he lists a ton more factors that wasn't included in that. Then you know that hey, it's not the real car. You're going to go for a cheaper deal. In that sense, that's what I always do. I usually look at the car before I go test drive.
Yeah.
It's always the best idea.
Online, I strictly online like Craigslist and stuff. Some of the vehicles that I really look out for to not get is basically any of the 90s Dodge Dakotas. They're known for transmission issues. Cavaliers and Cobalts are both known for transmission issues.
PT
Um,
Cruisers are just crap.
they're
And
ugly,
crap.
but legitly, I can't say fully a PT Cruiser is something you don't
It's
want.
crap.
Um, are they known for any actual mechanical failures or just ugly?
It's
Because if they're just
it's
ugly, then
literally,
go
I've
out and buy
heard
one
it's
right now.
literally the worst car ever made.
I've also heard that about Pontiac Aztecs
That
too.
too, but we actually are starting to like it in our community just because it looks kind of weird,
Yeah.
and that's why.
The Pontiac Aztec is the V1 Cybertruck.
Exactly. Want to buy a Cybertruck? Yeah, it's a Pontiac Aztec.
just, just strip all the metal off of your Pontiac Aztec.
Yeah, it's a Cybertruck.
Trying to think. I can't really think of any other vehicles to like really stay away from. Like Subarus are usually always
I'd
good.
always go for a Toyota.
Yeah.
I usually
That's you though. You like them foreign cars.
because they're good
I know.
and they're
Yeah.
actually really reliable. I mean, some
Kias. Kias are
Kias
pretty
are pretty
good.
good. They're getting better though.
Yeah.
So,
I'm trying to think. When I go to see a vehicle, definitely looking underneath it is a very good thing. You want to check and make sure it's already still under inspection. Because the chances are, if it's already inspected and it's already still under inspection, you've probably at least got a couple years out of it at the absolute minimum. What else? Check the coolant. Just before you go on your test drive, pop the cap off of your radiator, or the radiator of the vehicle you're looking at, and try to see if there's any oil in it, because if there's oil in it, you have a blown head gasket, which is an expensive fix.
quite expensive. Including
like these are just easy things to look at to see. Check the oil, make sure, like, if it's dark, then you'll know that the previous owner wasn't taking care of it that much. When I went to check mine, the guy just replaced the oil. Like, it was
that's
new.
nice.
Like, he got really prepared to sell the truck.
That's always good. You always make sure selling, always refill, redo all your stuff. Even if it's not needed, just do it anyway.
Yeah, it was really clean inside and out, too. Like, I've seen pictures of cars on Craigslist. I'm like, why did you not even clean it to take a picture?
They wanted to show you how the car was really in reality. Fake it, I guess.
They don't want to lie
I guess, yeah, they didn't want to lie saying, Cap, nah, this is how I keep it all the time. I smoke in it, bro. I do surfing in it.
I do whippets in it. Crocodile.
Crocodile Dundee.
You know what crocodile is?
Crocodile?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Some kind of really harsh drug, like worse than meth.
Yeah, I definitely don't know.
That makes your skin turn scaly.
I'm gonna try that.
Yeah,
Where do I
boy.
buy
On the death. Where do you buy it? I could imagine somewhere in Florida.
Going to Florida, boy. I do not condone drug use.
What other things? What other things to look at?
I always say
in person. Well, stand in front of it and look at both front wheels to see if there's any like bad misalignment.
Also check tire tread as well. Check for that alignment as well.
I wouldn't worry too much about tire tread personally.
It's just a convenient thing. Just so I make sure, like, hey, maybe it's just an alignment issue, and not a major issue that I'll come to find out here soon. That will cost a ton of money that I didn't want to pay on the car.
Because to me, I'm like, tires, yeah, those have to be changed every once in a while.
Or they say they're brand new tires and they're like so mismatched tread-wise. I'm gonna know, so hey, something's up, man.
Yeah.
Well, you're not telling me, bruh.
Yeah. Obviously, I There's a lot of people that don't even bother looking under the hood. They're like, yeah, it's pretty good.
Or like, you know those car
Pretty good.
people that
It
aren't
drives.
car people, like the people that like don't know what to look for.
They just open the hood. Yep, it's in
It's
there.
in there. It starts. Okay.
Oh, I love people like that too because you can like the easiest things. You're like point at the alternator right there. That's the AC pump.
What's
I
the,
said the alternator. No, that's the power steering pump. The
I like how
alternator.
people, when you're
Oh
asking them
my
the
good
simplest of
God.
topics, they point out to the most complicated part of the engine. I'm like, no. What do you mean? What do you mean that's? Okay, point me to the air filter.
Oh my
No,
God.
not
I've
the
met I've
serpentine.
met people I've met people that don't even know where to put brake fluid in or wiper fluid.
I want to end.
If you can't put wiper fluid in your own vehicle, don't buy a vehicle.
I'm gonna end the podcast here. I'm gonna go to sleep, but I'm gonna end it on this note.
Wait, no, don't
I
end
know we
yet.
have
We
to
have
do
to
that
do
though,
our
and like the
YouTube channel.
last thing. Okay,
Okay.
there's a video. I think she was in Ukraine or something. There's this lady bought a Mini. Actually, it was the UK. Yeah, bought a Mini.
Oh,
Okay,
I want a Mini Cooper.
bought a Mini Cooper, and she decided, yeah, the car needed an oil change. Where do you think she put her oil?
Transmission fluid, gas tank, on top of the engine. I've
I've
seen
seen
all of
that
those.
too, but not this one.
Where'd
She
she
put
put
it
it?
in the coolant.
Oh, okay. That's good. She's making a homemade blown gasket. Or,
Pretty much. And what she pretty much did is she was driving along the road, and eventually this white foam started pouring out of this car, pouring out of the car, and like she just kept driving along. I'm like, how do you keep driving? Of course, yeah, I've seen the video where lady takes a quart of oil and just pours it on the engine.
just,
I've seen
she
that.
pours it on top of
Yeah,
the engine. I'm like, what are
that's
you
gonna
doing?
work. That's how
Yeah.
that works. Yep. I like the girl,
Yep.
like, you know, the girl that looks like she would cars, or definitely some guy that knows about cars got this girl, and this girl just goes.
I'd break up
I'd be like,
immediately.
where did
I
you
don't
put the
care
oil?
how
You said
hot
on the
she is.
engine? Alright, get out of my house.
Wait. Did you say on or
On.
in? On.
On, get out of my house.
Okay. You want to start off with your YouTuber of the
Okay,
week?
I'll start off with a.
I heard
I know you heard. I heard
just
you, but
one.
I didn't quite hear exactly, so we're just gonna.
I didn't say one
Okay.
yet.
I
I was
was
picking it
going
out.
to go with Gears and Gasoline.
I do not know that
Okay,
one.
so it's pretty much just like a car channel. However, I literally just
Yeah.
watched, they have a video, what is it, Florida to Alaska series, where they drive a STI swap Subaru Forester. Okay, sorry. I just got a really nice out. And
There's
what do you call it? And Mitsubishi Lancer Evo M. Those were all, but it's a good channel. They also did, if you like ASMR, also like cars. They just did they were building a Subaru Boxster engine, and it was an ASMR, so all you heard was like wrenching and the torque wrench,
oh
and
yeah. See, the ASMR works for me a lot, but it's weird to admit that.
it is a little, it depends on what ASMR is for me.
Oh yeah, that not safe for work ASMR is what I'm into.
Yeah.
Okay, that you don't do it. I'll let the hot girl with her titties hanging out do that.
How do you know I'm not?
Not you. You got me.
How do you know? You didn't think that, did you?
All I can imagine is just like you, but with big titties.
I wish.
This is not my recommended one for the week, but it might be next week. But do you know Junkyard
Yes.
Digs or Thunderhead
I know
289?
Junkyard Digs.
Okay, that's not my recommended one this week, but that might be next week. That might have been my first week,
It should have been
actually.
your first week to
I,
be.
I think it was,
Probably
because
was.
I love that. Anywho, my recommended this week is Pay Money Wubby.
What? Hold up.
I don't know if you will like him.
Pain.
Pay Money
Pay
Wubby.
money. Okay. Hold.
He did a video recently. He has comedy with no boundaries.
Oh, then I'm gonna love
It
it.
is the best thing ever.
Pain Wubby. Pain money Wubby comment.
Pay Money Wubby. Yeah. He did a video recently where
Oh yeah, I literally
basically
watched it.
most. Oh, you
I
already watched it?
I turned my car into a waifu mode. I watched that already.
You already watched it, so they're actually pushing us content.
I did actually.
See, you like basically for anyone who doesn't know him, he does a lot of Twitch stuff, and his Twitch viewers or donators usually pick the ideas of what happens next. The video that Superman's talking about right now, his chat decided what to wrap his car with, and they also got a horn for it. So it was like an anime titties like car wrap with a horn that makes explicit sounds that in the video he said he lost the horn and it never got installed. But he did another one where he did a real doll review. Like he did a real doll review, and it was so odd. It's a YouTube video though, so it's pretty safe. But he's so funny.
Okay,
Do you have a song?
I do
ready?
I do have a song. So you can bring it up. I'm gonna be honest. This is not the content I usually listen to, but to be honest, this is actually pretty good. It's called In the Car by Chase Rice. It's what I consider country music, but it's actually pretty good. Not gonna.
I'm just skipping through really quick. I want to find something. Oh, okay. This band deserves to be heard. It's an 80s band like that my dad found out about. They're not extremely popular, but they have some really good songs. Axe. What song would be a good one? I want to find one that people. Okay, All Through the Night by Axe. It is such a good song. All capital AXE. I'll put links and stuff. It's
Yeah,
they're relatively difficult to find. Not like it's not impossible. Like if you go on YouTube,
you say
what?
all caps?
AXE, all capital letters.
AXE. Let me just look up that instead. Axe artist. Okay. Let's take a look at this. If I name one of these songs, tell me if I'm looking at the right album.
Just tell me the album.
Actually, or the right person. What is the album called?
Nemesis.
Okay. Yeah.
All Through the Night. It has like.
Yeah, it's pretty popular here on Amazon.
Yeah. All Through the Night is such
Girls,
a good song.
Girls, and Girls.
I don't know that one. But All Through the Night, I think, Heat in the Street or All Through the Night, those two, I would check those ones out. But it's like a very underrated 80s band.
I could play this song.
Play it.
I just don't have my set with me, but I could. I'll have to learn it. It's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. See, I like good music. And I pick good ones.
Yeah, you do.
I try to find ones that people don't really know, though.
Wait. if we want to go on that
to
sense,
mix it
because
up.
I mean that guy that I kind of pointed out is pretty well known. He's on like the charts and stuff. I got one for not well known. When Legends Ride by Godsmack.
They're
They're
well
not
known.
that known. I've never heard of them
I
until.
have one of their CDs.
Well, I never heard of them, so.
You're like, I don't have a clue who's this band? The Who. Never
Never
heard
heard
of
of them.
them. Like it was people on YouTube reacting to Queen Bohemian
Yeah.
Rhapsody for the first time. You lying bitch. Okay, anyway, we ending it
Yep.
there?
I gotta go to sleep, so.
Okay. Well, good night. I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast, and we will see you. Are we going to do one next
Next
week?
Friday.
Next Friday?
My
Okay, we will
knowledge.
see you next Friday.